What up? Welcome to another episode of Between the Ropes. I am your host, Young Fresh, aka the Pod God. I'm sitting here with one of my favorite nerds in the building.
Yeah, it's your boy Dougie Fresh, aka Hollywood Tricky, NWO Podcast, the Nerd World Order Podcast. Podcast is just too sweet.
You know, get some hand claps and you got the buttons. I mean,
Right, you did kind of take the buttons like you took the running. That was nice.
got your iced out Iron Man now. Yeah, you getting too much money.
We're gonna have to invite you to be a commentator on the eFed for
You getting,
one of the pay-per-views.
when Tom hit me with this idea, I was like, that just sounds like so much nigga shit.
I like it.
It's dope.
I do too. Like I sit,
It sounds dope.
I watch this kind of shit all the time.
Yeah.
Like I sit on YouTube and watch people just like play 2K. And I'll be like, hey, this shit be mad interesting. It's way better than some of the shit that be on TV.
Yeah, I've always wanted to. I wanted to do that for a while.
I do.
I want to do like a my GM with like like stream that shit. You know what I mean? Like that shit would be dope.
I'm glad you said that because the rumor for 2025 is my GM is going online. And I think the only reason why they didn't do it this year is because old gens can't handle it yet.
Stop making shit for old gen.
This is the last year. A lot of people doing anything for the old gens.
Hey, it's about to be 2025, man.
And we gonna finally get overlays next year.
Get you some shit. Some shit.
You ain't gotta get a PS5. You can get an Xbox now. They always there.
Yeah.
So since we're on the topic of video games, how do you feel about 2K24 upcoming?
I'm excited for it, man. I like 23. 23 is dope. I'm excited for some of the moves that they're bringing back. They got the taunts that you can take off the singlets.
Oh, that's coming back?
Yeah, that's coming back.
Yeah, they showed it with Kurt.
Yeah, so that shit gonna be dope. I'm excited to see what they do with it. I'm excited for them to bring it back next year.
Have you seen the weapon videos yet?
Yeah, I've been watching.
No, I'm talking about Doug.
No, I ain't seen it.
Bro. So they could throw. You could throw weapons this year, right?
Obviously, I didn't know that. I haven't seen it.
No, because they talk about a lot of stuff, but they just now officially.
I posed you with the girl, like I don't know. I wasn't there for it. I feel.
No. I get that you didn't know. I didn't know you. I asked if you seen the videos, but they have. That's kind of like next to special guest referee, weapon talk, and weapon throwing is all I've been hearing reviewers talk about. So I didn't know you didn't know. But yeah, you can throw weapons, and there's like videos all over Twitter. These weapon throws are wild now.
It's just see shit like that. I'd be like, why does that excite people?
Because you could literally just break up a pen by throwing a chair at somebody.
I feel like there wasn't games before.
Yeah, somebody said a lot of things. They said basically this game is the update to Here Come the Pain.
That's okay. I'm on second.
Right, I'm like, they could throw weapons.
Yeah, but they didn't. You weren't able to in 23. I sure was like, I want to just talk to you.
My thing with
just bring back the Van Daminator.
Yeah, but they can't do headshots anymore.
Video games could do
Video games
headshots.
is different.
Yeah.
Because blood is real this time around.
My thing with video games be just like I just would be one better presentation. Like and that go across all games. Like
Explain.
Just like the presentation of like when I say presentation is like it don't gotta be exactly what I'm looking at on TV, but I need a close to because you pride these games on a simulation format. So if you're going to base these things on a simulation format, you want your gamers to have as close to the experience of me watching the program on TV.
Okay.
Like I feel like basketball, we need better presentation. It's so much intellectual properties that you own as far as the sports world go. Why don't you incorporate that in a video game? Just as well as Madden. Like you own so much intellectual property. Why do you not incorporate this in your video game? Like where was the highlight show? Like we don't have a halftime show. Like give me like and I know you can do it because over the years of playing Madden, it's been hits of it being in the game where we had an authentic halftime show. There was somebody breaking down the numbers of what you are doing on the game. It gives you some shit going around the league. It's like you got and then it's like you own ESPN, you got these Fox Sports and all this shit. You got either you own it or you have access to it. Let's use it.
Yeah, I think it's they don't want to put the time in there.
Now, some shit that we be asking for to be changed, I do understand that it take a lot of manpower to record that shit.
Yeah,
like I was watching a video on why they've been using the same Madden commentators for like the last couple of years. The two dudes that they're using, like them, the only two dudes that could come in on like a certain day when you need to update the commentary.
yeah.
Everybody else can't do it, which is why I was like, well, since we can only.
Well, that and going back to like we said earlier, they still make games for the old gen. So because a lot of those old systems can't handle all that, you looking at either a bunch of shit being taken out the game. So now you forced to sell the old gens at a lesser price, or you're gonna have to sell the new gens at a higher price. Prime example, I can't remember what year this was. Whenever the PlayStation went from 3 to 4, the NBA 2K had a career mode that the old PS3 didn't have.
That's
because it couldn't handle
it's
it.
not capable for the setting.
And I'm thinking,
and
what you're asking for,
and
maybe
that's
the same
cool.
thing.
But hey, look, I smoke weed. I don't smoke mid. I like to smoke the good shit. So I spend a little extra money on the good shit.
But
I'm personally willing to pay for what I want, which is why I bought an Xbox X. This is why people buy PlayStation 5s, because you want the better experience.
Right. But majority of the world still smoke Reggie.
That's not my problem.
It's not your problem.
And that shouldn't be their problem either.
But as a supplier, if I know 85% of my buyers smoke Reggie, I'm not gonna put all this extra money in this high grade over here. I'm just gonna keep tons of Reggie on deck because I know this shit gonna sell. But until the demand moves that way.
But I feel like at some point we got to move the needle. Like you already talked us into being comfortable with paying tennis shoe prices for video games.
Yeah.
Because nobody I know that says they're going to buy 2K. Nobody wants to buy the standard edition. Nobody's looking to buy the deluxe. Everybody that I've spoke to, they want the $120 version.
And I get you. And you're right.
And that's the one I want, because I want all the bells and whistles off top. I don't want no bullshit.
I already paid for mine. So
that's what I'm saying.
I don't even ask the question. I just don't want no issues. Like, fuck it. But that's where we're getting at now. Now that the PS5 crisis is over with, and anybody can walk into the store and just pick up one now they're going to start building towards that. Now the kits are out there. Now the effort. That's why, like I said, with 2K for wrestling, now we're getting GMO next year. Because it's like, we're not going to give a fuck about the old gen at that point in time. Because we, 3 years in now with the new systems?
Yeah.
Most game systems have a 7 to 8 year shelf life anyway. Nigga, we at the halfway point. We can't be fucking with these old consoles no more. Hell, I be trying to play Call of Duty on my PS4. Niggas already on the mission. I'm just loading in.
Yeah, them motherfucking load times on these new systems, very much appreciated.
It's not easy. What load times? Keep it a buck. What load times? Depending on what you're doing.
But
so, yeah, I think you're going to get what you want, Juan. The question is will you care at that time?
Look, all I'm saying is just,
because I've been asking for my overlays on the game for a minute.
And I fit, but that's the type of shit I'm saying. Like, bro, just give me better presentation. I also, like, everybody hype for a special referee, and that's cool. I love that. But I just be wanting the simple shit you took out of the game that people don't be paying attention to. Like when you open, like when you start your universe mode and you go to start the actual show, there's no more show intro. It just goes straight to you can start the match. Then you remember, like, used to hit the fireworks, welcome to Monday Night Raw, tell you where the fuck you are. Yeah. None of that shit no one. I'd be like, come on, fam. You took that away.
I just want you to put continuation in.
It all comes down to what they felt was necessary and what they felt like they could get rid of.
Bro, they got rid of run-ins, though. How you get rid of the run-in?
Make room for something else.
That shit had.
They going for something else. So with these new systems, they should be able to put more on the game, right? Because a lot of people are going away from actual disc drive. So it's,
Right. I don't.
If you got a disc, you living life wrong.
yeah.
Yeah, I had to tell my uncle that like he recently just went and bought him an Xbox. I was like, okay, that's dope. Then he told me he was buying like CDs. I was like, oh, you doing this wrong, brother. Doing this wrong.
Hey, I mean,
But
some people still like.
some people, I feel like people who
like to be
still,
connected that way.
if some people buy CDs still, I feel like that's just like niggas who refuse to get the clear cases with their shoes. I'm a nigga who still enjoys shoeboxes.
Yeah.
So I would like to keep all my shoeboxes.
I very much still got shoeboxes.
I mean, eventually I'm gonna clear case it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to clear case it up. You don't get the same type of space
with the shoebox.
Yeah.
I feel you, but I enjoy my shoeboxes. But so, Cody Rhodes. We will get to that in a minute. He is the cover athlete of 2K24, though. Yeah. Think it's well deserved. He's had a hell of a year.
It's the standard edition, though.
Yeah,
you thought they was giving that nigga the deluxe?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, I did.
That.
If you look at the two cases, no disrespect to Rhea because she had a hell of a year. No disrespect to Bianca because she just that bitch. But Cody is more important to wrestling than them two, right? Shit,
that might be
can't
true.
Even get that out.
I mean, but I feel like him getting the cover and then the game being designed around everything that has been going on with him for the last year. So
which is why I'm surprised he didn't get the deluxe.
And he got the cover.
He got
the cover and the catchphrase.
Right, he got the cover, he got the catchphrase. I'm pretty sure whatever career mode will be somewhat designed in his image. So,
Yeah.
Question:
do he deserve all of this? I'm still on the spectrum about that. Still on it.
I think he's done enough in the time that he's been there that
we could call Cody a main event guy now.
Absolutely.
But that wasn't my question, but that worked.
You said you wasn't even gonna be on the show.
Right. Like I thought.
No. I said I wasn't gonna be on camera. Two different things.
And he's gonna stuff his face with pancakes and interrupt our conversation. I feel he ain't got no syrup over there.
First of all, it's hash brown. First of all, hash brown. You know, you wouldn't get you real spicy today, my nigga.
I'm with. I feel you. He been a nigga right now.
Got a little bit too comfortable, Douglas.
You see how long his hair is? I'm trying to talk shit like him.
Still my nigga though, so you get away with it.
You're right. You're not a guest.
I was like, you know what? That's what I said. Let's slide. You technically not a guest no more.
Well, what's your question, Tom?
Is Bray Wyatt in the guy?
In this year?
Yeah.
Or next year? I feel like that's another thing. Like niggas on the internet are weird. When the cover came out, why did they do nothing for Bray Wyatt? Like, hey, no disrespect, folks just died. I'm pretty sure this game has been in the making since last year.
Right.
So, whatever.
So no, he absolutely got to be in the game. No.
I like the release schedule with 2K now.
In March.
Like I like how they don't say nothing about it until Royal Rumble time, and then by the time you look up, that shit finna drop. No more waiting, no more getting an opener in Royal Rumble. It is like we gotta wait all the way until fucking October for this game.
It's now part of the road to WrestleMania.
Right, road to WrestleMania. Bye. We gonna get Mania, new game.
Road to WrestleMania without a new game.
Damn, don't it start? The games really start right at WrestleMania, like right after WrestleMania too. So actually, that makes sense.
So speaking of WrestleMania. First stop on the road to WrestleMania is the Royal Rumble.
My favorite of the Big Four.
That's probably my favorite. I love the Royal Rumble.
Like I love WrestleMania, but it's like the marquee.
I like what WrestleMania has become.
Yeah, but Royal Rumble, like that's what starts that.
Right. I like how we get there.
You know, so and it's so special in a way that it's so unconventional. Like you really can't plan for a Royal Rumble. Like you go in there and you just kind of like they just kind of doing their thing right there.
I would like to sit and talk to a motherfucker. We get it. It's fake. We all know that all is. How do you script out a Royal Rumble?
How do you what's going on?
I really don't think you
out there do. This man is talking over me while I'm on my show.
Damn, this is your show.
You see what you let him do? You gave him a little bit too much spice, and now he done went on and overseasoned your show, bro.
He got it.
Keep going. I'm here with you.
Well, I was just talking shit.
I know you were. That's why I let it slide. No bullshit though. I don't think it is. I think all you're giving is your spot and your elimination, and y'all work out the rest.
Yeah.
I do. I think the only thing that they probably like really like script is probably like the last 4 or 5, maybe 6 people.
No, I think they absolutely script the eliminations in order and how you should get eliminated. But,
Right. I feel like
inside the ring, that's just
right. I feel like they catch you at the curtain. They be like, "All right, Doug, you number 8. I need you to throw out Theory, Waller, and then when Bob get in here, who is number 12, you gonna go out. How you throw these niggas out is
because
y'all got to figure that one out. Make it look good.
There definitely be niggas just on the floor for majority of the match.
Yeah.
And then they get active when it's their time.
Yeah. I can see that.
But I'm with you. The Rumble is my favorite. But it's my favorite for one of the weirdest reasons. It's the only pay-per-view that I've watched since its inception. I've caught every last Rumble. I was 10 when the first one dropped.
I was just gonna say, like, bro, the first one dropped to 88. He was 10.
I don't think I cared about SummerSlam because I didn't know how important it was.
I was born in 88 myself, sir. Like I didn't see the first 2. I saw the 90 Royal Rumble. I saw that one.
It's the one I can say I've seen every last one of them. I've never missed a Rumble.
Do you have a favorite Royal Rumble?
I have a favorite Rumble.
Yeah, favorite.
Yeah, okay.
He put you on the spot with that.
Yeah, he did. The year Seth won.
2019. Okay, that's dope. What about you, Tom?
2011. The 40 man.
Why is that anybody's favorite?
It was the most unpredictable Rumble from beginning to end.
I would like to put that
Remember
Royal
the
Rumble.
actual Rumble itself started with a Nexus versus Core fucking war.
That's not how it started, but that happened.
That
happened somewhere.
It happened in the beginning. It did. It actually happened to the point before they could actually physically start the Rumble. That happened.
I don't know, I might have to go back and watch that one.
Yeah, that's how it happened. Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is
that
Royal Rumble, we're gonna put that like right there next to WrestleMania 11 because all that shit was dog shit.
2, CM Punk actually wrecked shop in the middle of that Rumble. And if you go back and you do the math, that extra 10 people wasn't necessary. Because all it was Nexus eliminating 10 people individually.
That's why.
So if you took that whole story out of it and just let niggas, it could have been a 30-man.
That's why we never did that shit again. Yeah. And we got more than 40 people on the roster. We could really redo World War III in this bitch with as many people as they keep signing.
Don't give Trips no idea. And then Santino's almost moment. Fucking epic, bruh. Fucking epic.
That's why Del Rio won that shit because nobody gave a fuck about that Royal Rumble. That's a skill mark. Yeah, it is, man.
Still my favorite.
Hey, look, man.
Number 2 is the one where Roman had to defend the belt.
Like I try to tell people, man, there's a difference between like who's the GOAT and who is your GOAT. Big difference.
How do you feel about the belts being defended in the Rumble?
It should have happened this year with Seth. I'll say that. But that's weird though, because it is good and it's bad at the same time, because we can easily shape up everything by simply having the title holder get eliminated. So now anybody can be champion. It's exciting. We care. We want to watch. Now our favorite wrestler who may come in at 17, but the champion got put out at 12, could possibly be our champion. We don't know. Yeah. I like that concept and I like that idea, but it also now takes away from the whole purpose of what the Rumble is you're supposed to win at a chance to become the challenger at WrestleMania. Now you're the champion going into WrestleMania.
I mean, that maybe
it's a bigger payout for you. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, because you can't really.
It's a good and a bad thing. Is how you
been in WrestleMania, right? So how do you then set up that champion for WrestleMania?
Roman doesn't.
Well,
the only other pay-per-view we got.
Roman's already champion though.
That's what I'm saying. But
if you win in the Rumble, how do you then set that champion up to?
Well, I feel like
Make sure he's at WrestleMania.
To make sure the champion is at WrestleMania or your challenger.
Well, you give whoever your champ was that lost in the Rumble. If you're not on Rome this time, you get the rematch at the Chamber. Okay, it could be a screw job, it could be whatever. Your challenger is also at the Chamber too. So we're gonna find out who's gonna be the champ going into it and who's your new challenger. So you put a little validity on the Chamber now because you're creating both simultaneously. So we gotta care about 2 matches at least. So if the champion does end up winning again because we just not trusting you, now it can turn into a triple threat if we need to. You can do a lot of moving pieces with that concept. It's whether or not the crowd cares.
There's a reason why this has only been done twice.
Yeah, it's all about if we care.
Too much.
Like when you really think about it, it's like there's a reason why we've only done this idea twice.
Yeah, because you gotta. There's too many juggling pieces. Juggling way too many pieces.
Right, especially with the Royal Rumble being so unpredictable and people botch a lot of shit. Not saying you do it on purpose, but accidents happen. So if you were supposed to win,
champion accidentally falls.
That's what I'm saying. So now we got a problem.
we gotta rewrite.
And if there's any season of wrestling that is predetermined, it's Rumble to WrestleMania.
At that point, I'm in the back like, all right, number 12. You got to take an ass whooping because you got to get back in the ring.
So let's get back to.
That's wild.
Yeah, this is the biggest match, and then we got 2 of them, so we got a lot of ground to cover.
Yeah.
So you want to start with the men's? You want to start with the women?
I want to start with the men's.
Absolutely pause. We can start with the guys. Pause.
Let's do it. Nah, because so I'm losing the thought I had. Okay, I got it. So we said the one thing that is predetermined right now is the Rumble, the road to WrestleMania, basically from Rumble to WrestleMania. So I've been seeing things online where that people are saying since CM Punk is injured,
right?
They changed the outcome of the Rumble.
How? Because here's my thought. Cody's story was determined that he was going to win this Rumble last year when he lost WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You can tell because even after he lost the Roman, they shipped him on Raw. And Juan brings this up a lot. When you want to stretch out a story, we move you away from the story so it doesn't get stale. So if I move you all the way over here at Raw and then you do whatever you're doing over there, when it's time for us to start getting back to this, in his case, story you need to finish, how do we get you back on SmackDown to make this possible?
Yeah.
The Rumble is the only answer. 2, CM Punk just got here like 6 weeks ago. There's no way in hell you rewrote and factored Dog in to be this epic storyline all because you just showed up. Because let's be honest, no one thought he was coming back. We thought he was going to have a long-standing career in AEW, whereas Cody was here long before he even got to AEW. So there's no way in hell we didn't plan for this.
Right.
Now, the good thing about CM Punk losing, though, was he still could have been the opponent to Seth. And that was already being built because when he showed up, Seth has verbally said, in character or maybe personally, he doesn't like the guy. But he'll work with him if he needs to, right?
Yeah.
So that's already telling you Seth and CM Punk has to meet. He's such a big deal, it can't be just no throwaway show. They ain't going to meet on a random Raw in Connecticut. No, it has to be something big that matters.
The biggest fucking Raw ever. I'm kidding. Fucking Connecticut.
Right. But I'm just saying, though, it wouldn't. So if it didn't happen at the Rumble, it had to be at WrestleMania. Yeah. So they were going to get there.
Yeah, they were going to build.
They were going to build to it. So I don't know why people care about whether or not Punk won the Rumble or not. We were still going to get Punk in a title match, Cody in a title match. Right. Cody winning it just had to get him over to Roman again. Right. That's really what it was, well, in my opinion.
I think when you look at wrestling from a fan's perspective, I don't think
some of them fans.
Some people don't look at wrestling from the actual fan perspective. I don't know what.
I hate people that just look at wrestling. This is shit.
I hate them people.
Like, dude, like, why can't you?
Why
If you
can't you
don't
enjoy
like
it?
it so much, then why are you watching?
Nigga, there's 140 channels
That
on TV.
bothers me too.
See, bro, we don't need your energy.
Like I don't think it would be so much as what they be doing or like what they write. Sometimes I think it'd be about how we get there.
Yeah.
Like everybody knows the de facto easy way to get Cody back to Roman is for him to win the Royal Rumble. But you've been basing this whole year off hard times. Why is the easy thing to do is win the Royal Rumble? Give me a little bit more adversity. You still gonna get this match, but how are we gonna get here when your one option, your one thing that you know is a guarantee, is no longer there?
Yeah, I think they could have made that, to your point, make that stronger by making him come out at one. Going wire to wire.
If Cody would have been one and then did that shit, I'd be like, all right, fam, I fuck with that. Because like last year was a cheat code. You came in at 30.
Yeah, so I can understand polar opposites, right? And I understand that frustration and being like,
or
like,
just
that's the easiest thing to do. And he came out late when he was 15.
Yeah, but again, it's not that he won. It's like, how are we writing this? Yeah. Again, if Cody's whole redemption story has been like his daddy in his hard times, to your point, imagine he started at 1 and you make it all the way to the end to come up this short from finishing your story. Yeah. Like, you gonna draw more fans in because you're like, damn, you had it. You was right here. Yeah. How we gonna get you back to Roman now, bro? We gotta do something else. Because this Royal Rumble that you said was guaranteed didn't shake out.
Yeah, but they gotta sell tickets.
Right, I was gonna say they gotta
sell tickets, and that's guaranteed. You're not getting a maybe because he wouldn't get back to Roman. Like who to say that whoever won wouldn't be after Roman as well? Because then that means you automatically putting it on CM Punk to win after coming back 6 weeks.
I wouldn't go. I mean, I would CM Punk winning.
I mean, Drew maybe.
Really, Gunther.
Gunther, who we all really
Gunther. Like, if all else fails, that's the nigga that should have won.
But I think that's who you bank going forward. Like, you give Seth his break. You give Roman his break. So we don't have to see either one of y'all so we can care when y'all come back. Well, Seth need a fucking break, period. Let's keep it a buck. Okay.
That nigga don't have many party parts left.
Right, like he need a break, period.
Right.
And in the fact that he gave that compelling argument on Monday, I actually be like, you know what, dog? You might not be wrong going at Seth. You already got a perfect record against dog. And he did make it the workhorse belt. And you talking about you doing this for your daddy, and your daddy was a workhorse. This might not be a bad idea, my guy.
Like, what is the objective of him finishing this story? Because all he really says is, I got to finish the story.
He got to win the belt that his daddy never did. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
But both belts count.
But both belts count now. At this point, it's the WWE World Heavyweight title and it's the WWE title.
Yeah. I think
now, you just want to finish the story because your daddy was never champion here?
Yeah, I guess
So it's like, what story are you finishing? And it's like, we worried about your story, but on the other side of you finishing this story is a nigga making motherfucking history.
Yeah, I guess.
One man in the modern era done held this company hostage for 3 years, and it ain't been bad.
Yeah, no.
Like it ain't bad. It don't lack. It's just like
they're doing that perfectly. Like, he can honestly stay champion for a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at this point, I'm not mad if you break Hulk Hogan record.
Right,
we almost there.
Cody Rhodes once said, wrestling is a love story, and sometimes love story takes random ass twists and turns, and that could be a random ass twist and turn. Like, it is just my daddy was never world champion. Period. Like, right?
Right.
Don't matter. It don't have to be doing that. If that guy's holding it.
We as wrestling fans,
on one leg.
We as wrestling fans, you think we like impatient?
We are.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like we want Cody to do inside of 3 years what it take niggas a lifetime to do, but because we kind of interject wherever we start watching wrestling, we don't understand the story. Like when I go back and I think about guys like Ric Flair, like by the time I started watching wrestling, Ric Flair was already 10-time world heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
I didn't see none of them first 10
Yeah.
when he was out here getting that shit out the mud. By the time I seen it, is big fur coats, limousines. He already the motherfucking man. So I didn't get to watch his struggle like we're getting to watch Cody's struggle.
Yeah, but Cody is selling merch. He's selling
Absolutely.
tickets, he's putting cheeks in seats.
Absolutely.
So I mean, why not put the strap on him right now?
He's a white savior right now.
I just don't want
Ultimate babyface.
I just don't want them to not.
It's crazy because he comes out in a suit. Like,
Yo, Cody looked like a heel, like a snarky ass car salesman. Him and these fucking zoot suits. I hate it.
But look what you're comparing it to.
I
Is
hate
the
it.
clean, colorful suit with the loafers on, or is Elton John? Because that's all Seth is.
No.
And then if you look at Roman's just a nigga in sweats.
he is my boy.
Like he's just a nigga in sweats who,
Hitman.
right? That's really all he is. So you
Cody
got
Rhodes is being a better version of the Miz right now, and I don't like it.
the Miz is tired.
He's
okay?
being a better version
At
of
the
the
current
Miz.
moment in time, the Miz is just back getting a paycheck and he is comfortable where he is. And now he's back with his boy and they about to have fun.
Yeah.
Before we move on, final question. What if Cody doesn't finish the story this year? Because like y'all said, y'all would love to see Roman break Hogan's record.
So fucking what?
But if we get to that point,
CM Punk won't be at WrestleMania this
Hogan's
year.
have plenty chapters.
Right. You
You
ever
do that.
play No Mercy?
but you know they wanted,
Fucking million chapters.
but
in
they
that
wanted
bitch.
always to be at WrestleMania that you finish your story.
There's always gonna be more WrestleMania.
All right, I just want to know if y'all cool with
There's
that.
always gonna be more WrestleMania.
Hey,
Y'all,
look,
do y'all give up on Cody?
Because if you have the opportunity right now to do Rock and Roman at WrestleMania, you pull that trigger. Absolutely, you pull that trigger. Like Cody's a businessman.
That's the only thing I don't like.
Like
And that's kind of why I looked at Seth's promo as
I
this
understand
is where he's going, so
Rock-
he could get the Rock Roman.
yeah.
Rock is a megastar. He's a big star. And when you come back, you're gonna move the needle. Because I don't speak for the masses. I only speak for Juan. I'll tell you right now, I get two shits about Dwayne being on TV. I'm gonna watch wrestling because I'm a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
It don't matter who's here. I'm watching every fucking Monday, whether the champion's at work or not.
I'm not gonna lie though. I geek out every time I see the Rock.
I mean, I agree with you. Like,
I geek out every time because we don't see him like that. We
And
don't see him like that.
there's people who don't watch wrestling, but let his name come up, channels are getting turned.
Absolutely, and but to Juan's point, I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm speaking for me.
Right.
Me personally, absolutely.
Right. You enjoy when Rock comes back. Me personally,
You know,
it's an you're here. Okay, cool. What you gonna do?
And I just like to see where shit finna go.
More people. More people just don't happen to think like I think.
You want more people to think like that? That's sick.
They do though.
And more people do think like
They
I
do.
They do.
Like,
And I hope you're happy because I feel like that's what we get. But we'll come back to that in a second. Women's Royal Rumble.
Greatest Rumble
How
ever.
would you rate?
The men's Royal Rumble? That's a strong 7. We kind of knew what the end was gonna be.
Yeah. All right. For me, I didn't like the body of it.
I feel
You
you.
like the match
I
at the end?
Yeah, 'cause I like how it started. Right.
You want to know what I do hate? And they've been doing this shit for the last few years. I hate the way they've been using Bobby Lashley in the Royal Rumble. I feel like Bobby Lashley is a big enough star to where he could come in here and he could really he could give us 20, 25 minutes. He could wreck some shit. Every year he's in here for like 5 minutes. He come out, House of Fire, spearing everybody. He may get one big elimination and then poof, he gone.
You know what's funny? Until you said his name, I forgot he was in the damn Rumble.
He wasn't in it.
Yeah, he wasn't in there long.
Like I forgot.
Him and Karrion Kross was in there for
And that's
about
what I'm
10
saying,
minutes.
And, see, and that's the only. I don't even remember his Rumble performance. I just remember that.
That's the one.
You don't like Karrion Kross?
That's the one I can't get behind.
I want to see what Triple H's true vision is.
No.
So if this is,
I don't like his finishing.
Maybe it changed.
I don't know what it
It's
is.
like a double underhood pump handle twist sidewalk slams.
Maybe he'll update it.
Oh no, I don't like that. Go back to just reading that. The way you described it sounded
That
weird.
sounds like something to create a finisher.
It's literally that.
No, he should just go back to the cross jacket. Or
He
like
might
the
now.
Doomsday Saito. Like the shit that they give you on the game, do that. Or the one move when he used to catch you stumbling out the corner and clothesline you from the back. Pause. But he was knocking motherfuckers' wigs loose with that shit.
Maybe that's why he had to stop doing that.
You got the tangent, but
About carrying cross.
no.
I'm with you. I still hate Shane Douglas.
That nigga ain't wrestling me.
No, it's fucking. You mentioned the lariat. The clothesline from hell used to be so devastating.
Absolutely.
Made a bitch have swollen boobs.
That shit used to be. He used to take niggas' heads.
Just like watching him, like bro, JBL got to be almost 300 pounds. And for a nigga to like come at you full speed and throw his arm at you.
And take into consideration, he was also an asshole back there.
Yeah,
so that means with certain people, he put a little extra oomph on it.
A lot of that was like, a lot of those was stiff.
Right.
Nah, bro, don't hit me like that. Like, you think you a bully, bro? It's gonna be some smoke when we get back here. Don't hit me like that.
And I'm gonna have receipts next time we go.
And Rikishi sold it the best too.
Dog.
Yeah, the flip.
Big nigga that flip. Only person who flipped like that now was what, Ricochet?
Yeah.
He too big to been doing that, bro. But he sold it.
Oh yeah, I feel like the order of the men's Royal Rumble was kind of wonky.
What would you change?
Well, first of all, Ricochet wouldn't have been out there that fucking late. Some niggas you need to get them in and out early. Well, no,
I'm not arguing
Ricochet is a spot monkey, a good one, but his one. Certain matches we need you to make the big spot. You come out there late, ain't nobody else out there that's like you to make no spot. So like when you was out there in like the final 8 last year, you got Logan Paul out there with you. So y'all finna do some goofball shit, which is gonna get the internet popping. Ain't no Logan Paul out here tonight. Why are you here like 20 fucking 9? What you doing out here, man? So yeah, I'd have shuffled that shit a little bit.
I feel you.
But yeah, solid 7. Just because it was predictable. We knew it was either gonna be Punk or it was gonna be Cody. I feel like nobody else gonna take it. Yeah. But the women, second year in a row,
greatest Royal
putting these
Rumble
niggas to shit, putting these
ever.
niggas to shame.
Ever.
Putting these niggas to shame.
I watched that shit standing up.
Did we have any?
Rumble on my feet.
Do we have any old people, like old women in this one? I didn't think so.
Nope.
No, it was no nostalgia.
No, not nostalgic at all.
No.
So that made the 2 special people even more special.
Yep.
That showcases Triple H being in charge. 100%. Like there was no nostalgia action neither one.
Good, because who the fuck wants
I was gonna
this?
say, when you sit back and think about it, nostalgia is not nostalgia, because Austin Bret Hart, which was 13, that's well over 25 years ago.
Yeah.
So that means that people that we are loving and can't wait to see again, they really old now.
Absolutely.
So you can't have the old people showing up, because most of them can't walk.
And you taking those spots away from
younger people, because
that can actually go, which you should save for like the NXT talent. Have them do random,
which Braun Breaker did.
That is what the
Mello.
That Roxanne Hayes.
I don't.
Oh, now you was such a fan. Like
I was never a fan of Roxanne.
Yes, you were.
I was a fan of Cora Jade. It's different.
He's a fan of both of them.
I did not like Roxanne. I could not stand her. And you know what makes it so bad? Why I don't like her? Because Booker T loves her.
I hate.
And I don't know what it is about Booker loving somebody.
Because he trained her.
I get that. It just.
He make you not watch NXT.
He kind of do.
I only like Booker T when Trick is coming up. Yeah.
We gotta talk about Trick later too.
I like it. Like, what are you doing? Hey, see, that's the kind of shit that you put in the game. When Trick come out, it's just Booker T randomly doing ad libs.
We don't know. We might get it. Crowd might start chanting
And
whoop
they
that
might-
Trick.
Yeah,
They also need to refresh the commentary team.
yeah. That shit should get updates.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause they-
Byron Saxon ain't even no fucking TV no more.
What was your favorite spots in the Women Rumble?
My favorite.
28. Was she 28?
She was 28.
28.
That was 28. And the standoff with her, the stare down with her and Bianca.
I like Jordan Grace too.
Hold on.
I popped for Jordan Grace.
Pin that for a minute because we're going to get back to that.
Then, besides that moment, it was in the number return. I was so deep. I was like, that set the night for me.
What I liked about Naomi's return, because one, if you watch wrestling, like if you're not a Mark who's only WWE, only AEW, and you watch all the wrestling, you can see with TNA she was on her way back.
Yeah.
Because her last few months proved that, like, I had a great run here. I'm going out with a bang. We good. But that also, what I love about Naomi and Jordan Grace's story is their match was a continuation of their story. Yeah. So it literally was everything TNA up to the moment of her losing the belt. They rematch, and it's like, boom, same story in the ring. And that really, really solidified that we fuck with TNA over here.
Yeah.
As a company.
Yeah.
But my favorite part of the Rumble, hands fucking down, is Chelsea Green. Hands fucking down.
They had her like a fucking ping pong ball in there.
And it was crazy because if you didn't pay attention to the fact that she was constantly getting fucked up, that last spot wouldn't have hit like the way it did. Because she kept getting fucked up. I don't even think she eliminated anybody.
Nah, she just got annihilated.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. You did what you were supposed to do.
Lasted longer 5 seconds.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
because I watched that Royal Rumble when she came out there. She got, when you go back and watch, I was like, damn, Chelsea Green been working here for a minute.
Yeah,
I didn't even know you was here.
Yeah,
back then.
Right.
Yeah, you believe it or not, that's the way I felt about Tegan Knox at one point in time.
Zia Lee.
Forgot she was here.
Been there since 2018.
You remember we went to that SmackDown? I had to ask you, bro, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. Yeah, when she showed up, I was like, oh, I forgot you were here.
Man, I say that a lot. Like, damn, I forgot y'all was employed. But 28 is best spot in the female Royal Rumble.
I like their ending.
Because the storm had arrived.
Yeah. I was deep.
She looked like she belonged here.
Yeah.
Like, this is where you should be.
Star power. Like, she got absolute star power. That is bona fide.
Like, this
main event is like.
This is where the stars hang out. Right here.
Question for both of y'all.
She's main event off the top.
How do we book her for the next couple of months? How do we get her to WrestleMania?
I don't know. That's interesting because I think they're gonna use Jade like they're gonna use Logan Paul. Because even though Logan Paul just signed a full-time deal, I don't think he'll be on TV week to week like that, which is cool.
I'm okay with her. Even if she just in the backstage talking to somebody.
Right, like
you ain't gotta always be in the ring.
I don't know. It depends on what they want to do with her.
I'm gonna say because
It's Black History Month.
Because I think a lot of people,
she got to be on TV.
I feel like
at least twice.
And I feel like she got to be on TV with Bianca.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people want that like right now.
But I want them to team. I want them to team together.
I could see that
because I don't think Jade is good to go a full match by herself.
Right.
So Bianca and Jay versus the Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah, have them.
That
Bianca can carry most of the match.
You got 3 good vets right there with her.
Yeah,
you just need Jade to come in here and clean up, do the throw these little bitches around.
Do how they treated almost when he first came.
Right, you just come in here, you do the big spots, then you
can knock off the ropes, come right. those little moments, do those big spots, showcase a few skills.
But
do they wear matching outfits?
Yeah, that's nasty. I can see it though.
I can see Bianca making it.
That was like just making some fire
I can see
outfit.
that.
Some black girl magic somewhere on it.
I can see that.
I can see that.
But in a perfect world, number 30 would have not been Liv Morgan. In a perfect world.
That's happy to see her.
I was happy to see her back.
I'm not saying I'm not. I wasn't happy.
Where would you put her?
Liv should have had the R-Truth spot, but not with the outcome it happened. From Valhalla spot.
So was that 14?
Yeah, because Valhalla basically was a waste of a spot because we were more focused on R-Truth.
Yeah.
It was so much a waste of a spot. If you didn't pay attention, you didn't know she got eliminated.
That was a comedy spot.
I get that. But what I'm saying is if you give Liv that spot, you can still have Liv come out and she can stay in the Rumble and we'll just get you to the end.
Nah, if I'd have did it.
Or at least switch the spot for R-Truth and somebody different.
If I'd have known we had Sasha in the bag, Liv would have been 29. Just because we ain't seen Liv.
3 surprises in a row?
Liv would have been 29. We ain't seen Liv. And then it would have been like, well, who the fuck gonna be 30? Because a lot of, like, when you don't know what you know, it's like, we done seen everybody. Who the fuck is 30?
But you know what? I'm glad you brought it up. That's another thing that made Naomi's return special, too. Because we instantly was, oh, she's here. The boss got to be back there too. So.
Naomi being 30 would have been nice, or even Jordan Grace. Like ultimate surprise, like somebody from another company got the coveted 30 spot,
and with the belt.
Ooh.
Yeah, so
and maybe it's basically guaranteed a final 8 spot.
But I still think
next
Sasha,
year.
I still think Sasha on their way back.
Yeah, because AEW, she's not telling them anything.
And Netflix just gave the feds
$5 billion.
So
we can give you what you're asking for.
We can give you a little bit of change.
And
then so I got her best friend and Bailey is gonna get her FaceTime. She's gonna
story writes itself.
I swear to God, that's the story.
It writes itself.
That's what you.
If they not pushing for Sasha to come back, I don't know what the fuck going on.
And then on top of that, you got Naomi just returned. So you former tag team champions about to back up your best friend while she goes for the title. Why not go for the tag team titles and get that shit back at WrestleMania?
Absolutely, because
so you're saying that we don't do Jade and Bianca, we should do Naomi and Sasha.
Absolutely.
I can roll with either one of those.
Because when you look at Bailey, it's like Bailey finna be in the same position that Jey Uso was in. Yeah. Like, you ain't got a friend in the world, and the only people that was cool with you, they don't like you. So you're gonna need a helping hand, and you're not finna get it from Bianca. You're not finna get it from Charlotte. Shotzi not fucking with you. Remember, y'all cut her hair. So she really ain't on your team. Like nobody.
What if Bailey go down to NXT and they don't even want to fuck with you?
So you're going to need a boss to come help you out.
Yeah.
The boss.
Naomi gonna be like, you gonna be like, make the call.
Man, you gotta do something.
As much as they've been seen together too. You know, they were seen together.
They literally got caught.
Yeah, they was just somewhere together.
Can we stop?
I heard Naomi's last match.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, like, you know.
Can we stop wearing black hoodies?
No.
As like
it's a signal of the bloodline.
Shut up. And why does the bloodline actually have a bloodline black hoodie with bloodline on the back of it? Because I feel like that's a marketing that you're missing.
I think it is.
Okay.
Hey, look, man, you come out in a black hoodie, the way they're shooting from the camera angle. It's just, oh my God, who's in this? Hey, we know who the fuck in this hoodie, Michael Cole. Shut up.
Like, stop getting these Walmart hoodies the last minute.
All right, so rating the women's Royal Rumble. Oh, and Bianca doing that shit to Jordan Grace on the apron, sick ass spot.
Bro, yeah, that if you gonna put somebody out, that's the way you do it. Like, you still went out strong, but you got beat by somebody stronger. So now in the future, we got your first competitor.
Yeah, my thing is I love the Nia Jackson and Jade spot.
That
I caught that shit. I told Britt, I was like, she's like, damn, Nia Jackson's she killing it.
On the G, she was whooping all these hoes.
Like she looked good. Like she was doing her thing. She been on the road since coming back. I'm like, nah, Jay gonna put her out. Jay gonna make her debut at the Rumble, and she gonna put her out. And sure enough, Jay came out 28.
I did like how the Rumble really, like, nobody can get rid of Nia.
Yeah.
Nobody can get her up. It took a whole team. And then Jay just scooped her.
It looked so
It looked effortlessly, bro. Just scooped her like we throwing fucking Wendy Chu.
Just over the ropes, just flex it too with one arm. Like, come on, man. Like that shit was. If they would have let her win, I wouldn't have been mad at it.
I wouldn't have been mad. I definitely wouldn't have been mad.
Jay looked better in 15 minutes than 56 matches. That's and that's just like, dog.
That's the truth, though.
56 matches, and she was at AEW for what, 3 years?
3 years. But, you know, that's as long as she had been wrestling, though.
I told you, dog, when Trips did that, say, hey, in so many words, we don't know what the fuck they did with her over there, but we got to start from the ground up.
Yeah.
Hey, man, Natty gonna get you right.
Yeah.
As much as I get on Natty because she annoys me, because she's still old school, she's the Fit Finley of this generation.
Hey, man, she demand excellence when we get in this ring.
And I'm not mad at her. Stiff as hell still, but
what would I rate the women's normal? I give it a 9.
I'm with you, 9 out of 10.
I give it like a 9.5.
Just because we didn't get Sasha back.
You can't blame them for that, though.
I can. Netflix just gave him $5 billion.
Right, like, nigga, you should just say, here, take my money.
Maybe she was already on vacation and couldn't leave, you know? She's hanging there with her little sister. Actually, you could sign over Vince's money that you ain't got to pay him no more.
Yeah. We will get to him in a second. He's a freaky guy.
He's a freaky ass nigga.
So we had 2 Royal. Man, very short match card this year. It was 4 matches and still went fucking 5 hours.
But the Rumbles were fleshed out.
Yeah. Pause for them being fleshed out.
Nah, that men's Rumble, you could have ended that shit like the women's.
You could have.
Because CM Punk and Cody having like
an actual match.
The fucking match after the.
That shit was dope though. I like that. It was one of those, just like how they did the Usos in the beginning. It was one of those. Could they put on a good match together? Absolutely, they could. This is what people wanted to see at AEW because they spent a little time in there together before he dipped.
And I was going to say that
they overlap just a smidge.
I don't know if the crowd really popped for that. Like, I don't think they went as crazy as the WWE may have wanted to, seeing Jay and Jimmy. So
I don't think so. I think that they didn't have enough time to really digest it all.
Yeah.
Because they had 90 seconds. They had 90 seconds.
Yeah, half of that is them looking at each other.
Yeah.
Them 2 ugly ass niggas though.
That and then that story that's already a WrestleMania story. Like that shit's already set.
So how do we get to that one though? See, because the difference with unlike Cody is you got a cheat code to get at Roman if you go there. But how did Jay get back to Jimmy?
All right, so here's my thought. I feel like we should let not Jimmy. Who's the other nigga? Jay. That's guy. That main event, Jay Uso. I think he should wrestle Gunther at the Elimination Chamber in a Continental title.
Gunther can't leave the country.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I don't know how we get there.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, cause that would have made sense. His visa. He has this restriction with his visa that he has to be in America for so many days before he's allowed to do international traveling. And I think the chamber falls just before the restriction is over with.
Well, hey,
I could be wrong. That's the rumor everybody.
They once said the motherfucking twins couldn't go overseas, and guess who keeps showing up in Saudi Arabia?
They may just pay the fine for him.
So I mean, hey, all I'm saying is if you can get them alcoholic niggas to Saudi where their laws are way different,
maybe they just use the same one ID.
You can get Gunther to fucking Australia.
We'll see. I'm not against it.
I think Becky gonna win the chamber though.
It makes sense.
No, I think Becky.
I think Becky wins the chamber.
Absolutely. She didn't win the Rumble, so she wins the chamber. Right. I don't think she's ever won the chamber.
Did she?
Because as much as people probably don't want to see Becky versus Rhea, I think it's just
who else you gonna put there?
I think it's just
if you're not giving her,
Becky versus Rhea.
There's a small section on the internet.
People are really still talking. They want Belair and Rhea. It's the match that everybody really wants.
Yeah,
and I
can see that, but you know,
that's what I also like about the Rumble. WrestleMania this year. We don't fucking know anything.
No, I think we'll get there.
Because even the winners, we don't know. Like Seth fucking just threw us a curveball. Punk is down. Yeah. I think Bayley and Io is the only guaranteed one. Because that's a story that's building anyway.
Yeah, and that's not quite guaranteed yet either.
And I think that's more guaranteed than most.
Well, we got 70 days to get there, buddy.
66.
Whatever they said on fucking Raw, I don't know.
It was 70 on.
It was 78.
It was at the Rumble. It was 68 on Raw.
I don't count, bro.
Look, bro. Just remember the game. Pay-per-view. My bad. PLE.
Premium live.
That's all I'm waiting for, nigga. Let's fast forward to March fucking 5th where I get my pre-order copy. That's all I'm waiting on. I don't give a fuck less about what's happening.
What day is WrestleMania?
April 6th and 7th.
Cool. That's all I need to know. I'm gonna be in Las Vegas the last week of March.
April 6th and 7th. What?
Very short.
Very short card. It was very short. Roman beats 3 people.
I fucked with the Fatal 4-Way. It was for some reason I felt like it went a lot longer than it did, but it was only about 19 minutes, I think. It felt like a fucking 30-40 minute match.
Not gonna lie to you, that Fatal felt like it should have been a 13-minute match. A bunch of spots and then Roman goes home.
The ending was just like, that's it.
I think I don't think the solo spot was necessary.
Nah, it wasn't.
I think it took away from Roman's win. I think it kind of, but it also sets up Randy and Solo. That's Solo's next feud,
which both of them need right now.
Yeah.
So what you saying? I see where you're going because I saw this on YouTube earlier. They was like, Cody been plotting this shit since last year.
To get Solo out the equation.
And then like when he broke it down, I was like, okay, so Jay and his brother fall out. Jay said, fuck this, I'm going home. You bring Jay over here to Raw. So that separates you motherfucking twins. Then he was like, okay, what else I need? Oh, I'm gonna call my nigga Randy. He gonna come back in November. And then he gonna go to SmackDown. He gonna beef with them niggas. And eventually him and Solo gonna get into it. He been clearing out his path. This is the greatest isolation play ever. He been clearing out.
He been clearing them all out.
That way he get Roman one-on-one.
Yeah.
And he might lose.
So you had Roman one-on-one last year and still lost.
But he had the Solo.
I just had something I forgot. Hey, the Fatal 4-Way didn't hit it for me because the Rumble last year, when it came to Roman in the belt, was just so fucking epic.
That was the story last
year. Yeah, I'm just saying.
There really ain't no story.
That's why I felt like it was kind of lackluster. Like AJ and LA Knight in this underboss feud, inside the belt feud, threw me for a loop. Like, I'm still trying to figure out why AJ hate LA Knight, dog.
He told you why he hated him.
No, but that's what everybody does, bro. That's the nature of the business.
He mad that he got passed over.
But that LA you don't
happen to be the nigga that passed.
But now you gonna put the beef on him. Like, nigga, you definitely have done that in your career.
As long as we get LA Knight and Logan Paul at WrestleMania, I'm okay.
So you are rallying for that.
Yeah.
Hey man, shout out to Logan Paul, man. That man is a natural in the ring.
Like, you can't see it, man. LA Knight versus Logan Paul, the megastar versus social media icon.
I'm not mad at it. It gonna sell tickets, you know. But I'm just saying.
We got this great stable forming.
You talking about my stable that I put together and it came to fruition?
Logan Paul, Austin Theory, Grayson Waller. Just some of the greatest shit you never knew you
And
needed.
I call now that's the real varsity club right there, bro.
Just a bunch of immature motherfuckers.
Bunch of frat boys.
What do you call that team?
That is definitely a frat team.
Man, I don't know what the fuck you call that.
What is that name?
But I know Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, they go by, was that A-Town Down Under?
A Media Down Under.
That shit's
Because
crazy.
that's something, I don't know. Just 3 party boys, bro. That's what they are.
I like it, though. I enjoy it. So, quick question.
No, I did not have sex with that woman.
You might have, Tom.
That's possible.
Not that woman.
So, do you think the future of the WWE is one person like it is now, or do you think we get more of a collective like how we had back in the Attitude Era? As far as the future, like going forward.
I guess kind of explain what you mean.
Okay, so I feel like when Hogan was popping, it was Hogan.
Yeah.
But you know, Hogan had his few people that was around him, but it was always reverted back to Hogan.
Yeah.
He was the guy. Then as we, kind of shifted into the Attitude Era, as much as Stone Cold is the nigga out front, his supporting cast was way stronger than what Hulk Hogan had. So I feel like Roman got Seth and he just got Cody. But his supporting cast, as far as guys who really on his star power level, is not there. Much like Hulk Hogan's supporting cast wasn't really all that great. So I feel like the future, as far as the collective, I feel like we're going to get more of an Attitude Era thing where it may be one guy who we're going to look to be the big dog, but I feel like the supporting cast is going to be way better than it is now. As far as moving forward, like Austin Theory, Carmelo Hayes, Brian Breaker.
I'm about to say, because we kind of in like the lull period, right? It's a little. You had all these rising stars, and then a lot of them left. So now you kind of plateauing out with the guys you got. And I mean, you got Roman, Cody, Seth, and Randy's back now, and AJ, but it's not a real strong supporting cast. So all of them plus.
Right, they're plus 40.
God damn.
Except Cody Rhodes is 38. Seth Rollins is I think 30.
Right, I mean they're like Randy
and
and AJ and LA plus 40. I
Yeah.
think Roman, Seth, the twins, like they late 30s. Cody late 30s.
So then you got Logan Paul and
Right.
fucking.
But see,
Melo
I'm
and
lumping Logan Paul in with that group, so the Trick Mellos and
so you got
them niggas.
you got a decent future ahead of you as long as you continue to build properly, continue to showcase and build stars and new stars, in which Triple H has proven that he can do, and he's doing really well. It's building new stars. Because I mean, even on the women's side, you got Rhea, Bianca, Asuka, Bayley, Naomi. You got all these big stars that can carry the company as needed.
You know who I like as far as the women go? I like Tiffany Stratton.
I'm a fan, man.
I like to.
That
Motherfucker. It's
moonsault,
beautiful.
That shit's so cold.
That's how Charlotte needs to start doing a fucking moonsault.
That's the most beautiful moonsault I've ever seen in my life.
Man. You fuck with Tiffany Stratton, Tom? Not a fan yet. Some people got to grow.
No, I'm thinking because I like Tiffany, but she also annoys me simultaneously. But then that's what she's supposed to do.
Yeah.
So if she annoys,
for Mandy Rose, I'll tell you that.
it is just not the look wise, but she definitely there. Yeah, and I'm a fan of Tiffany Stratton. I'm a fan of literally, like Doug said, the collective, because unlike back when Hogan and them was running, or hell, even look at the Attitude Era, we didn't know who was next. We didn't know who was coming. You know what I'm saying? Because yes, definitely. Because we didn't have access to FCW like we do NXT. We didn't have access to OVW like we do now. So we can start liking someone long before they ever make it to the big roster.
Yeah.
So when we get those moments like Trick show up on SmackDown, we already know about bro. So we going crazy, and everybody in the main roster was like, yo, what the fuck? Because we invested now.
Yeah, he already a big star.
All right, so let's take it if John Cena coming out with the ruthless aggression. Imagine if we knew his journey there. So him showing up to face Kurt, we would care a lot more.
Yeah.
Well, that just signaled that the times in life just changed.
But I'm saying that goes to like your question, like, do you feel like it's a better place? Do we have an individual? We have a collective. We have a collective.
Yeah, I'm all for the collective.
I'm all for the
no
collective.
no one man holding the company hostage. Again.
Exactly. So
although if we get another great nigga that can do it, I'm with it. But it got to be the right time.
I mean, like for a time period, Roman was doing it. You know, it's crazy because this is his second stint as being the guy, right? Because he did it as the big dog, and motherfuckers got tired. Like he was carrying it as the big dog.
They just wasn't fucking with Roman.
Yeah.
And what is it now that it wasn't then?
I don't know.
He is not being forced on us
Because he wrestled the same.
As fans, they don't like when it's the company pick chosen guy compared to.
But he's still the company chosen guy.
But he's not behaving like the company chosen guy. I can't explain it, but there's a different aura after we stopped turning on him when he had to leave for leukemia. Because when he came back for leukemia and he thought it was in remission, we fucking loved that dude. We couldn't hate him no more.
Nah, they still wouldn't fuck with Roman.
Lies.
Because I just watched that 2020 Royal Rumble when he wrestled Baron Corbin.
It was Baron Corbin's fault.
When I say that music hit, they was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Why you here, dog?
The big dog was getting
stale.
It was getting stale again. That's why they got the heel turn. He went away for a little bit and he got the heel turn. He coming back at the tribal chief.
Plus, we like heels.
I say when
we do.
I want to give it to him because he did tell us that he was redefining his character and we was gonna love his new mob boss character.
If you ask me, it's always been Roman's promos, was why I couldn't fuck with it. Because them shits just like when you look at Roman and just as a person, like that don't sound like something you like. Suffering succotash just don't sound like you say shit like that even when joking.
That's probably why a lot of people didn't fuck with him because it didn't sound like
it feel authentic.
Because we don't believe that's how you talk,
right?
How you is.
But when
like an asshole.
Like when he go out here and like the shit talking in the middle of the match, and like in the mic, always pick it up.
Like he is the best at shit talking.
Dog,
he be talking.
He don't care who it is. He don't care. Little kids get it too.
I think Bailey, her in-ring commentary is getting better, but it's mostly directed towards Michael Cole.
Oh man, she be on Michael Cole,
and that shit is fucking hilarious.
That's because Michael Cole make it funny too.
Yeah, absolutely. So I mean, well, outside of those two, there's not many people that have good in-ring commentary.
Kevin Owens. I don't think we really give Kevin Owens as much credit as being a frustrated wrestler commentary in the ring.
Yeah, one of my top frustrated wrestlers would be like Chris Jericho. When Chris Jericho's a heel and like he's getting those, those close 2 counts, and when he's got them in the walls and let's go. That's what goes on.
Yeah, Kevin Owens be spazzing, dog. He be yelling at whoever he fighting. He be yelling at the ref. He'll go talk to Corey Graves.
Chris Jericho once told a story about, I think he was wrestling like Neville. And Neville did something, but he fucked his ankle up in like real time. So he yelling at Charles Robinson because Neville really hurt. Charles Robinson still think this is a part of the show. And Chris Jericho really out here cussing him out. Chris Jericho is a rapist, I guess. I don't know.
Whoa.
That's what the AEW fans was chanting at him one day. I thought that was pretty fucking wild.
Yeah,
because I'll be so out the loop, and then like I'll go watch reviews
something
on
popped
it.
up on Twitter like earlier that day about a girl making accusations that
Like,
bro was a little bit too handsy.
Not my man, it's not Judas.
Yeah, got a little too handsy in the hotel room, and then somehow Vince McMahon's story came out, and we kind of forgot.
So it's not somehow. It came out before niggas forgot about it.
Doesn't say it.
Is my shit on the board?
Yes.
And now,
oh yeah, this is segment.
We are here for the main event of the evening. It is the good people of the IWC versus one Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Now, there are a lot of charges being thrown on my man's jacket. I'm not here to defend him.
I don't think you can.
Or say he didn't do any of it.
Because you can't lie like that.
But some of this shit sound like, why would a nigga be into this?
Court is now in session.
What he did, what he didn't do. I mean, I'm gonna say he did do it. That's my personal opinion.
In the court of public opinion, that nigga did that shit.
That is real. People want crazy shit, and he is a power hungry, a little sadistic. I assume he's sadistic because that's all I ever hear about him and how crazy his jokes are. Like,
that's good shit.
They tell stories of him when they were at a pool party. He walked up and took a shit, like in the middle of the pool party. Like, I thought that was funny.
That seems to be his thing.
He just pooped?
Yeah.
In the public?
That is one of his things.
Who got in the pool?
No, I don't think it was in the pool. But
that's even worse.
It was on the side or some shit like that.
Hot steaming human shit on the side of a pool is wild.
In the sun.
It's wild.
Like you just outside ass naked prairie dogging while you got all these people.
Hey, I'm taking the shit.
It's your house, like, duh.
It'd be funny if you took a shit right here.
The thing about it is wrestlers already do wild shit. We hear the stories all the time. There's whole shows talking about the wild shit wrestlers do.
Yeah.
So you have to know that the people in charge of the wrestlers do wild shit as well too. Because plus they come up with storylines.
Do you think we get a Vice Dark Side of the Ring Vince McMahon story?
Oh, absolutely.
No, nigga, we gonna survive in VKM.
I think if
he might be worse than Diddy.
I think if that NDA is like voided out, absolutely, they finna talk to her.
Woo. I don't even
they finna get plenty of shit. I mean, because to have text messages, I mean, with AI, anything can be generated. And she got like pictures of some really damning evidence. I mean, it's really tough to AI is crazy, right?
I mean, if y'all ask me, Vince McMahon brought this on himself.
Absolutely, but I wholeheartedly believe he did that shit.
Because
he had sex toys named after.
Why you didn't just give Shorty all her money? If you
he was giving her money, he cut her off.
Tom, if you tell me you gonna pay me $3 million and then you only give me $1 million, I don't give a fuck about these gift cards. I don't give a fuck about this car. Where the fuck is my other $2 million, my guy?
The other $2 million. This was after cards and the gift cards. The shit was earlier. Yeah.
Look,
that was
$3 million, and you didn't give me $3 million. Now you finna have to pay me way more because I didn't want to talk to a lawyer, and now they added all kind of language in here that's gonna get your ass in jail.
You gave me $3 million to sign this NDA, and I haven't received my $3 million.
So now I gotta talk about it.
Absolutely.
And now they finna say you sex trafficking.
Everything that was not disclosed is being disclosed, nigga.
Because you breached your end of the contract.
All this shit I'm finna get to talking about.
NDA is gonna be nigga disclosed everything.
Right.
All of it.
Now all this shit we finna talk about finna get you fucking federal charges. Cause they talking about sex trafficking. Nigga, what? For pooping on a bitch, this sex trafficking?
No, that's not pooping. That's not what makes it sex trafficking.
I know, I'm just saying.
So sex trafficking, because we got listeners, bro. You gotta explain. People might not know.
I took you
gotta talk to like that.
from Atlanta to fucking North Carolina, then shitted on you. That's sex trafficking.
No, sex trafficking is saying, hey, my guy Johnny is having a bad day. Go take care of him.
That's crazy.
We're gonna give you a bunch
gifts.
We're gonna give you a bunch of gift cards.
Donations. Yeah, we gotta get that. We gotta get that as buttons. Dr. Umar voice.
But some of the allegations that were very, very wild was the fact that she was used as a bargaining chip in regards to getting a particular wrestler to return back to the company.
Allegedly.
Which this weekend,
I feel like it was
add on to it. This weekend makes you very suspicious, my guy.
Yeah.
Your whole action since Vince has been in trouble has been very suspect, my guy.
You're trying to remove yourself from the conversation.
I would
put you more into it. Because the day when Vince first got in trouble, bro refused to come to work on Raw. Now there's evidence pointing saying, hey, pussy was thrown at you to come back, and you decide to not want to be in the Rumble no more. They didn't even say no names. Me and a couple other people was going to blame it on Riddle. Okay?
Yeah, when it was like UFC guys, I was like, yeah, let's blame Riddle.
Let's blame Riddle.
Let's not blame
Riddle. It was
Riddle.
for a return, though, so it's like, who's big enough that, will warrant Vince to...
Oh, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, we knew it's Brock, but let's
Brick Lesnar.
It's probably how Vince got him saved in his phone. Pause.
Brick Lesnar.
That's probably what he named his toy.
No, it's the Cock Lesnar.
Cock Lesnar. That's terrible.
That's why they was calling the next big thing.
Pause. Big pause.
Rice himself, man. That's a nasty thing.
It was nigga dad.
Yeah, we're gonna call him the next big thing. That's good shit.
But in lately, as of like moments before we got here, so Johnny Laurinaitis basically put out a statement that he's the victim. So as much as we're trying to make it seem like he was a willing participant in the shenanigans of Vincent Kennedy McMahon Jr., Johnny is saying that he was not a willing participant. He too was a victim. Some of these circumstances he did not ask for, and the truth will set him free in the court of law.
So everybody don't piss under the bus.
Look, fam, the ship is he no longer has power to hang over anybody. Okay, so I don't have to go down with you, my guy.
I mean,
I wouldn't snitch on this one.
I don't think it's more so snitching. I think it's more so just trying to save himself. You got to remember, he has a wife and children that love him.
Yeah, but you was, if you was doing it with me, and then you
know what, man, that I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it at all. He kind of forced me to do it. He was like,
no, you can't go out like that.
This man has a whole child at home that needs him.
Hey, look.
I do like where I work. I am making a pretty decent amount of money. No, I don't want to piss off my boss. Absolutely.
You got to think about it, bro. Everything
he became a willing participant at that point, man.
Hear me out, though. Everything that old girl said in the lawsuit of how Vince McMahon and his power to control everything put her in a position that she had to do what she had to do is the same excuse everybody can use now.
Absolutely.
And the fact that Vince McMahon is a control freak in the business. No,
you was getting me so much ass, and now I'm just, hey, he kind of made me do this.
Like,
I didn't want none of this.
Okay.
You forced me.
Prime example.
It's like, how can you
can't argue with
you can't dispute that.
Right.
She already said
She already said it. And then prime example. There's a random text message that somehow includes 3 black men that Vince asked for her to do, right? So what if we damn, bro, you just gonna jump there? Because he makes perfect sense.
R-Truth has been working for the WWE since 2009. I'm sorry, it might be 2008. I'm not sure when the nigga got back. R-Truth ain't never been mentioned in budget cuts. R-Truth ain't never been fired. The nigga ain't until R-Truth was just missing from TV, that might have been the first real injury R-Truth didn't had in 25 years.
Prime example, bro. No, hold on. Wait a minute, dog.
No, literally, he was in the park and hawking the shit out of some Judgment Day t-shirts.
He was. I think he was for real, dog. But
This your cut.
take in consideration, Vince McMahon has publicly said Vince McMahon is his best friend, and there will always be a job here for him.
That's because him and R-Truth be busting bitches down together. He was trying to get Shane in on that. Shane was like,
Oh yeah, Shane didn't want to be nothing like his
Shane was
dad.
Nah, that's nasty.
I can't agree with you cheating on my mom.
You saw the truth when I was holding.
God, that's nasty work.
What?
You too good at this, bro.
He said, "Oh, that's what's up. That's good shit. That's what's up."
I hate both of them.
Bro, like,
He shitted on a chick.
bro, like that's just so disgusting.
Like, my friend asked me, he was,
I couldn't
Allegedly, one.
I'm sorry, allegedly.
I couldn't. He did.
We still gotta say allegedly, bro.
My friend was like, huh,
Dude, but my personal opinion, he did that.
He did that shit.
would you, how much are you worth? Like, what's your price?
God damn.
Nigga, you,
You trying to buy
Me-
me? Podcast?
I'm
I have nothing to do with this.
I'm not trying to buy it.
Nigga, this Black History Month.
I'm not trying to
you
buy
trying to
it.
get slavery and Black History Month? You wild and wild.
I'm asking you a question that Ted DiBiase would ask you, because Ted DiBiase once said everybody's got a price. Now,
I feel like
do
Vince
you
came
have
up
a
with that.
price for feces?
That's wild.
That's heinous.
Because
How could you ask that man that?
well, she let Vince allegedly.
I don't think she
Who is
let.
offering to shit on me?
I don't think she let.
Like,
You take your pick of the litter.
I don't think it was a let. I think it
Any-
happened.
Any bad bitch.
I think bro just woke up and was like, yo, I'm gonna shit on you. He was listening to Biggie.
Jay Cargill
would I let Jay
was like
Wow.
like Doug.
That is a married man. Don't put him in that position,
$1
bro.
billion.
I don't know.
WWE's gonna cover this Billy.
I don't even.
Hot steaming dookie right in your chest.
I get squirmy.
That's
Absolutely not. I don't like looking at poop.
She-
Absolutely not. That is not fun.
Are you
taking
taking?
a good time?
Hold on, wait a minute here. One, are you taking the Billies?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then. So never ask another man to do something you wouldn't do.
No.
I just posed the question because it was posed to me.
Who?
And my homeboy was like, so Vince out here shitting on bitches. I'm like, allegedly, because we can't just say he did that because we don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't in the room. And I'm pretty sure, but he allegedly like pooped on her head.
Oh my head. And had she was
And dog, he went and took a shower and left her there. With it.
She was doing Johnny.
Why you pooped on her?
Why
Yeah.
she pooped on her? Why? Yes.
It was
That's why I was like, Johnny was like, I'm a victim too.
You so
and
freaky
that,
ass
honestly,
nigga.
in that situation, you can call
I'm a
it.
victim.
He can get away with it, dog.
Yeah,
If this man is just out the clear blue decides to just shit on a bitch, what would he do if I tell him I don't want to do this no more?
I'm sorry.
like
I didn't know he was doing it.
like
I'm
if
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was like this.
if I'm giving back shots and I got the arch right and her face is in the pillow, and then you feel like it's okay for you to just come cop a squat on this bitch head? What?
I'm
This is what happens when you have too much money and no
more upset at
no one to have you in check.
For continuing?
For continuing because he was still going long enough that
The
he
yeah,
just came out the shower.
the shirt on. He was just looking like
The
this.
smell alone should have made you stop, bro.
That's rich nigga poop. I don't know what that smells like.
Like these heinous acts are so absurd that they don't even seem true. But I just cannot.
You want to know what's more heinous about Vince McMahon?
Like, this is
The fact-
absolutely a SVU
That he-
episode.
This is what's really heinous. The fact that folks really been living like his sick fantasies in front of us for the last 50 years. Like he been wilding on TV.
Mr. McMahon. It's
Like
completely-
I just saw a clip
it's
of
completely just it's a facsimile.
so I saw a clip of it was him, and this was when Hulk Hogan was doing the Mr. America thing.
Oh,
And
the lie detector.
they giving Vince McMahon a lie detector in the middle of the ring. And he said, "Are you a pervert?" Vince McMahon says no. Then I saw a clip with CM Punk was calling him a pervert. I'm like, why everybody keep calling you a pervert, fam?
Call me a pervert. I like that. I like the way it makes me feel.
It's the same dude who
It's
felt
not-
like it was cool to walk around and say, "What's up, my nigga?"
Hey, Tony,
Or
this
he-
podcast shit
or he
like
just
take
talking
off,
about-
bro. We not
I ain't got nothing.
we not gonna have no surviving tone documentaries on.
Most definitely, my nigga. You will not have that.
Because I don't want niggas to be like, Juan, did you know what was going on? Absolutely not.
I always ask you.
I smoke weed, show the work.
I ain't that.
This
This
nigga-
is a safe space. I like beautiful bitches walking around here. I don't want
We
them.
come in here one day and Tone was just on the desk prairie dog.
It's not again. Believe me, it's because she wanted it.
You just walk in, you just taking the shit on the table, yelling at a bitch, look me in my eyes.
Oh my goodness.
Like, why you want somebody to stare you in your eyes while you poop, fam?
You want to see? Want to see the moment that your respect leaves? your
I
body.
don't know. Some people, you know,
It's a whole bathroom down the hall, bro.
I don't know what Tone is into.
I'm not into that.
He might like it rough. I don't
Respect
know.
me
Pause.
enough to not think I'm into that, bro. Come on now, that's all I ask.
No scat play.
I'm not into that, bro. None of that.
All right. I won't put shit on your jacket.
Don't put it. Please don't. I like my jackets. They
That
all.
shit's crazy though, man. I can't believe when we were active participants unknowingly.
On the gym, we bought it all. We bought the merchandise. We went to the shows. We put money in this nigga perverted ass pockets.
And while he showed us who exactly who he was, we was like, yes, give us more of that asshole. Pause.
What's wrong with you? Give us some more of that asshole.
I mean, this is an
Freaky
asshole.
ass dude.
We just, we thoroughly enjoy, that character.
Wow, boy.
You think Vince will go to jail?
Yeah.
Like actual jail time?
This lawsuit, I don't think is criminal.
It's a civil law.
It's a civil.
Yeah, no
But-
criminal charges are being filed, but I think it can be depending on when.
I
where
think
it
there's more
happened.
people coming out, so
Yeah,
somebody's gonna take him to actual real butt pounding court jail.
I just want folks to just like relax, bro. Get a grip, fam. Like what you out here
that's what he
doing?
did though.
he,
I
gri-
see what you
he
did.
gripped he gripped it with two hands.
No, that man like that.
Like, and then like I recently because I listen to other people's podcasts. I need to go listen to Jim Cornette and see
I
how
don't
he
want
feel
to,
about
bruh.
Vince McMahon because he hate everything. But listening to like Joe Budden read the text messages that Vince McMahon was sending her is fucking crazy.
That's hilarious. And everybody's talking about it, like everywhere.
Everybody.
Bill Simmons was talking about it with Larry David on his podcast. Like, that shit is crazy. Two of the most insane names to put together in the same sentence. Well, Bill Simmons is doing the Vince McMahon docu-series anyway on Netflix. So
Who's playing Vince McMahon?
it's a docu-series. So it's like,
It just
We need a movie at this point.
which is crazy, right? That's like insane timing for them to be like, well, we're putting out this documentary, this docu-series. I mean, we all knew it was coming
Well, like I feel like they've been
But-
talking about doing a Vince McMahon movie for a while.
for a while. So we all
Because I
knew it
heard
was
Bradley
coming, but
Cooper was slated to play actually Vince McMahon.
yeah, but I doubt that movie actually come out.
Now we need it now.
And
We
I
need
really-
it now more than ever.
And it makes me wonder what was in the docu-series that they felt like that now is the perfect time to push this.
That he been a fucking freak.
I think the original concept was the rise of Vince McMahon
Yeah.
when it comes to like the first few years, but now it's the fall.
Yeah.
So the rise and fall of Vince McMahon is honestly the perfect title for dog shit.
Where's Tommy Dreamer?
Somewhere with,
Sitting at home.
Because if I was Tommy Dreamer, just
Tommy Dreamer, man.
if y'all think
No.
what I
Tommy,
said on that plane ride from hell fucking shit was crazy. This my boss is wild.
No, Tommy Dreamer is an Impact. What TNA wrestling?
Yeah, he like the digital world heavyweight. Shut up. Oh, you want to who?
Yeah, I mean, it's been wild. WWE has been wild.
That's all you can say.
Yeah,
Like,
you just brought up the claim wire from hell, like bro, like
Yeah,
that shit happened.
they've been on some other shit.
That shit happened, like you know what I mean. And there's no telling how much more shit has happened backstage and what wrestlers.
how much
would
real partying has Vince and Ric Flair done together?
Vince has partied with the Diddy. Vince and Diddy was partying together. That
Is that a fact?
yes.
That's a bona fide fact.
Vince has a tweet out with a picture with him and Diddy, and he's like, "I'm out partying with Diddy."
So who showed who the freak off?
I don't think
Do
if they.
you think Vince put Diddy on, or do you think Diddy put Vince on?
I just think I think Game recognized
I'm
Game.
about to say I think they both been on.
Right.
That's nasty
I think-
business.
And they just kind of had a common friend, which I
Snoop.
maybe Snoop.
So you think Diddy?
There might have been another certain guy who had his own island. You know that they probably would.
Yo, is Vince on the Epstein list?
I mean,
Cause that's nasty.
I bet
I wouldn't put it past them.
I bet that there's a few people that
Now
might be on that list.
I'm not
I mean, he
defending
makes
Vince.
enough
Man.
money to be on the list.
Degrading women probably his bag. Cause this shit,
Oh, he's
like, I don't even think Vince be on no gay shit. I think he just likes degrading women.
That's possible.
I feel like that's what he get off on. Like,
I don't think
just
he's ever talked
all
about
this
it.
power, I got all this money, y'all bitches ain't shit. This is what I get off on, though.
Yeah, I mean, because even how he took over the company, right? He's always had this power hungry type of mentality, this God complex.
Absolutely.
So that's why I'm saying, like, he'll absolutely get that shit. Man.
Bro,
That woman deserves all the money that she's asking for and more.
Vince been on some hot shit for a while, bro.
Yeah,
He beat the government.
yeah.
And he hit that body tone. Don't forget about the body.
I never denied that he didn't. You the one that stuck on it.
He definitely did.
Cause, bro, how you let a nigga kill a bitch and then come to work and you just be like, no, he been here all day.
He's a loyal employee. Very reliable.
He just kill people in his free time.
Yeah.
What you do in your free time, off clock is completely different. I don't care. Well, at that time they didn't care because look at the amount of cocaine usage that was
Yeah,
going
the 80s
on.
was wild. I'd have fun in the 80s.
I would love to see somebody do a satire movie on being a professional wrestler in the 80s.
It would definitely be on.
Oh, I
Tubi.
thought that's what the wrestler was about.
No, that was the
No,
Jake Roberts story. That was the Jake Roberts story.
I watched the wrestler. I was like, that's a sad movie.
Andy Rourke did his shit though.
I never seen it.
You never seen it?
No, I knew it was a sad movie. I want to watch a sad ass movie.
I mean, hey, it was on TV, man.
I don't care. Watch a sad ass
It's-
movie.
I watched it. I actually own
You
it.
know what else was a sad wrestling movie? Ready to Rumble.
That's just sad for the wrong. That's a Tubi movie.
That should have been a two.
It's a Tubi movie.
Because, boy, what the fuck were they doing?
That was terrible.
Bullshit.
And they thought that they was doing
They
something.
thought they did.
And that shit, and it's crazy because that shit came out at a time where wrestling could really do no wrong. So
And
if
the
you
room.
were a wrestling fan, you talked your parents into take you to see that bullshit
Yeah.
or buying that shit when it came out on VHS.
Renting that shit from Blockbuster.
And it's not a good movie. I swear to God, it's not.
What made me mad about that movie was WCW actually tried to incorporate some of that movie into actual real
They
wrestling.
did. And they put the belt on David Arquette.
And I
Now, I will say, the best part about that was the triple cage that we got. That triple cage was kind of tight. That was a good idea. They didn't do shit with the idea.
was
But
it
the triple cage was nice.
was it
At that time, yeah. It's 2000. That was a pretty good idea. Solid.
you see what happened with the Hell in the Cell? A whole man went through it. So I don't think WCW was smart enough to know how to put 3 cages together successfully that wouldn't have killed somebody.
Well, I will say, from the time that they were using it, nobody fell through that motherfucker. So there's that. We got it. And they've used it quite a few times.
Just saying.
Nobody fell through.
I feel like it needs to be tweaked. I feel like wrestling had a lot of ideas that were bad, but if they would have stopped, went back to the drawing board, could have been good.
Speaking of ideas that not so much as bad, but Triple H gonna show you how to really flesh it out. This whole Forbidden Door concept.
I'm watching TNA as we speak right now.
I feel
and
like I
When
feel
we're talking about WWE, we can't call it the Forbidden Door. It's Triple H.
which he's
the,
right.
the phrase Forbidden Door is stupid.
Which he's right.
Okay, but that's until you introduce a new phrase for us to call it. I think most people will call it the Forbidden Door.
Well, I think
I'm sorry, or what do they call it in New Japan? A working relationship.
which is what it is. The WWE is the only one that didn't do working relationship like everybody else did.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't feel like it's really forbidden. It was just a Vince McMahon thing. Now that Vince McMahon is not there to stop all of these possibilities, we're getting a lot. We got TKO running, or Endeavor. They want everything to be like one big money pot for them. So we seen the deal that they made with TNA to get their library. If you watch TNA, their overall visual product is better. Okay. So now they are actually a better alternative than AEW. And that shit's convoluted. So now
I don't watch AEW, so I just choose not to speak on it anymore. But I don't watch it, so what the fuck am I talking about?
it's still convoluted. There's some good moments, but there's a lot of bad moments.
I just saw I saw a clip, I guess, Willie Mack wrestled Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
On Collision, and he went for a standing, the shooting star press. Fucked his whole life up. And the caption was like, "Who wants to watch the Royal Rumble? We can watch this 5-star classic." I was like, "Nigga, what?" The rest of the match had to be better than this spot.
Had to be.
Cause this spot,
and who's choosing Collision over the Rumble anyway? It's the Rumble, my guy. Let's keep it a buck.
Tony Khan need to hire people that don't wrestle.
Tony Khan needs to stay off the fucking Twitter. Let somebody else do it, bro. There's people who actually have jobs to do that,
Tony
bro.
Khan runs his company the way he wants to run his company.
I don't have beef with it, but it's too new for it to be talking as much shit as talking. I think that's my thing. Like you can be a big dog, but you still have a lot of mistakes that you have to recover from before you can really talk mess. Like TNA has been around for 15 years now. So TNA, if they want to talk shit, they got credentials to back it because the big league, which is the WWE, has a bunch of people who were TNA originals. So they can stand on the merit that we know how to be an alternative company.
Yeah, I mean, AEW starting to get there now.
That's what I'm saying, but he's starting.
Yeah.
He just needs to flesh out a lot of things that he's doing too much of.
Yeah.
Like you have your women's division is damn near obsolete. Okay. You own both AEW and Ring of Honor, but you're making new shows for AEW, yet you have no TV deal for Ring of Honor. And that has more longevity than your AEW.
Is there Ring of Honor on their streaming service?
It is, but why are you not pushing that more often? Like if you got, and then you bring the champions from Ring of Honor over to AEW. So we want to know, well, last week, Claudio had this belt. Now this week, Joe got the belt. How did we get here? Like if you're going to highlight this other company in your main product, you got to give us something to help us get there. For an example, if KO showed up with the NXT belt to take on John Cena, and then KO came back next week and he didn't have the belt, somewhere in between that transition, we would have seen highlights from the match. Or Cole would have said something about how he lost the belt. Solo got the NWA, the North American belt, showed up there with them with the belt. Next thing you know it, Shawn took the belt. Next week, we knew that Shawn took the belt. It made sense. Okay? Speaking of belts, I think it's too fucking many of them over there.
I think they got the same amount of belts as anybody else.
You're probably right.
It's just the fact that they always show belts from other companies.
And that's the problem. I understand that. You got other companies. You got champions coming over here. We got a working relationship.
Keep them shits at home.
It's just a lot.
But you still, like, you want to showcase the other company.
You do, but it's got to feel special.
You know what?
Jordan Gray showing up with the TNA women belt felt special because we haven't seen it here before.
I'm not mad.
But we have though, because Mickey James showed up.
Mickey don't count. We had to apologize. We had to apologize to her big time. We sent her home with a garbage bag. If there was anything that Tripp had to make right, it had to be Mickey.
Well, Johnny A said, "Bitch, you wouldn't fucking get out. Here's your garbage bag, and see you later."
Terrible. That's why Johnny Ace is no longer there, and her husband is.
Well, her husband fucking trash too, but you know.
No, Nick Aldis is a phenomenal GM.
Your opinion. Not mine.
But
maybe
don't take the shit Adam Pierce takes.
Maybe he'll grow on me. Pause. But I will say I am a fan of his interactions he had with Roman.
That's what makes it good.
I do enjoy those, like when I watch those clips, because we need somebody be like, hey, I don't give a fuck that you champ, bro. Like, I run this motherfucker.
But that's what makes it. That's why I like it, because everybody else lets Roman get away with the heavy one. Nick does it.
And I thoroughly enjoy having GM for that.
I don't think he's gonna be the GM for long.
You think it'll be Ava?
No, I don't think Nick Aldis is at a point in his career where he don't want to wrestle no more.
But I think his moment is going to be a special moment.
Yeah,
I think
him and Adam Pierce wrestle.
That's bullshit.
Nah.
I've seen Scrap Daddy Pierce wrestle enough here.
It's a reason why he a GM, my guy.
I don't want to see him wrestle no more.
You know, not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. Brutus Maximus.
What's your beef with Nick Aldis? You don't think he's worth like wrestling an actual wrestler? Not saying that Adam Pierce ain't an actual wrestler, because he was, but he is very far removed from that. Nick Aldis was just the NWA champ like a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah, but no.
Isn't EC3 the NWA champ?
I feel like
care.
I feel like he, as being that authority figure, that's kind of what he just got typecast as.
Who, Pierce?
No, anybody.
No, I think we're in a company that loves long booking storytelling. I think somewhere down the line, if Roman Rock, and Roman walks out with the belt so we can continue on the path to the Hogan story, somewhere in that, Nick Aldis and Roman are going to have a match.
That was nice. I don't see that.
I think it's going to be
getting a shot at the title.
I don't even think it's going to be.
Disgusting.
I think it's going to be a title, bro. I don't think it's going to be a title. I think his career is going, like his job is going to be on the line, kind of a situation.
Why would Nick Aldis wrestle
that? I see it.
Because he still want to wrestle, Doug.
Give me a minute to flesh that story out, because I'm pretty good at doing this lately, and I got you.
You see the kind of booking you feel you're gonna have? I can see it already. Yeah, it's sporadic as fuck.
It's not gonna
be struggling.
We gonna be AEW.
No, we won't. See, no, we won't. See, that right there. You doubt me before you even see me.
I'm not doubting you. I'm just you talking to a nigga who sits in a wrestling group chat with you.
That might be a stable.
I've seen some of the booking ideas a lot of you niggas have, and I just be like, well, if they put that on TV, I don't know who's gonna watch it, but okay, I'm with you.
Yeah, I got some good booking ideas. You heard me. You've seen my work. It's been pretty good.
I've seen your good ideas, and I've seen your bad ideas.
Prison Dom was my idea, and look where we are now. I called Prison Dom before Vince and them even thought about doing it.
You didn't call him Prison Dom. No. But I will give you credit for being on the wave of saying Dom wasn't that bad. He was going to get better.
I called him Dirty D.
Because he did. Pause.
But it worked in the storyline. That was the whole purpose of it.
So, before we leave, they said Braun Breaker effectively replaced Brock Lesnar in the Royal Rumble.
I can live with that.
So everything that Braun did, Brock was supposed to do verbatim, but we're going to replace spears with F5s and suplexes. Dominic Mysterio then threw Braun Breaker out of the match.
Yes.
Yeah,
that's nasty booking.
But no, it makes
I don't want to see Dom versus Brock Lesnar.
No, hear me out.
No.
Because somebody brung up something very important.
There's nothing good about it.
Early storytelling, when Dom was still struggling as Ray's kid, Brock was throwing dog around and abusing him in the ring. This was supposed to be like aha nigga moment. I got you back. So it wasn't gonna lead to nothing.
No, they said they were supposed to get a match at the chamber.
Oh
Yeah,
hell, well,
that's what they
ooh,
say. That's
nasty
what,
work.
Right, that's egregious.
but
Dominic
but
Mysterio on a marquee anywhere, and on the other side of the nameplate is Brock Lesnar.
All
That's
it would've-
nasty business.
let's keep it a buck. It wouldn't have been Dom versus Brock. It would have been Brock versus the Judgment Day.
Are they running out of shit to do with these niggas?
You see, they are. Why you think R-Truth got put with them? That's why Truth.
When you went to go get R-Truth, y'all still trying to stay relevant.
They even had to kick R-Truth out because he was taking over the Judgment Day.
Is that now? I would be here for that as a WrestleMania match. R-Truth and Miz versus Judgment Day for the tag titles.
I think we're getting it, and then they'll lose the tag title, and Priest cash in. On who? It's up in the air.
At this point, just give Priest the belt. He'd be the only nigga with 2 legs who can work.
They'll lose on the Monday after Mania.
To like the Creed brothers or something.
I'm not mad at that. The tag division for the men are not bad that anyone can take the belt, and I'm okay with it.
I just feel like they need to separate the belts.
They definitely
They do, or just give us one belt.
no. Each branch out there.
Do we really have enough men tag team for that?
Yes, they've been building them.
Okay.
Like, just because Judgment Day spent all their time.
No. I'm only asking because, like you said,
SmackDown
they've
still
been
got-
they've been building them slowly, so you got to pay attention to where they are.
That's why they brought up the Creed brothers.
SmackDown got Pretty Deadly, AOP, Street Profits.
Them two occupied.
They just brought up fucking. I'm surprised this nigga still got a job. Both of them niggas, I'm surprised. Angel and Humberto.
Yeah.
Like every time I see them, I be like, how are y'all escaping budget cuts?
Because they moved them over by one.
I just be like,
One-
how?
Because Backlash saved every last Hispanic. Backlash saved everybody of Latino descent from being cut. Okay, so that means that no matter what Latino country they go to, there's enough of them to throw on the card that we can have 50% of the matches filled with them.
Yeah.
Second, Santos needed a squad.
He just had a squad.
He didn't like them niggas, so he went and got
He wanted something different.
them two, and then he went and got his bitch back.
Yeah, she bad.
He not wrong. You could took either one of them. You could took both of them, still been cool.
Nah, she not the ultimate bad.
Nah. So now there's good guy Latinos, there's bad guy Latinos. We can make it work.
You watch NXT, though?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
I watch it.
Sometimes I dabble.
I watch it a lot. I'm sad though.
I would like to look at the pay-per-view that is
Coming up.
Yeah.
I'd like to go through the card with you gentlemen before we leave here.
Of course. I'm just sad. Chase
Man.
Hugh is no more.
You said who?
Chase Hugh is no more.
Oh man, I got caught gambling.
No, did you see the last episode though? How they came and got my nigga shit while he was still teaching?
That's crazy.
We possessed all his shit. Made him give up the sweater.
So, the finals of the Dusty Classic will be Trick and Mellow Gang versus Wolf Dogs.
Okay.
I believe Trick is doing double duty this night
He is.
because he's still number one contender for
Yep.
the NXT title.
Cause Drag keep bringing that up.
Then we got Lara. Oh, I'm sorry. Give me a winner for the Dusty Classic. I personally think
All four of them could be on the main roster right now. That's the crazy part.
well, that's true, but at this point in time, like with it being so close to WrestleMania, and
No, I know the call up wouldn't happen
everything
until after.
convoluted. Like, just lead them because Braun Breaker definitely did hit the ceiling.
Yeah,
It ain't
proved-
it ain't shit else for
The
him to
Rumble,
do
he proved it. He's
outside
ready.
of them giving him the belt back, unless he want to go be the North American champion.
You know,
It ain't too much for him to do. Mello, like
Melo's ready to go up. Trick is
it ain't really too much shit for them to do. So why set them up there?
um
Wolf Dogs or Trick Mello guy? What you got?
Wolf Dogs. Because something happens in the match that makes Trick doubt Mello. And somehow this build up of the turn of who's gonna be heel, who's gonna be face, happens in the main event. Melo
causing a trick. The main event is great, but I feel like.
But that's all we got left for them two right now. Honestly,
that would like if I was Trick, I would be so upset. I'd be like, bro, I helped you. Your entire fucking title run. You gonna do me like this? I'll beat your little ass.
This is there you go, Juan. You literally just told the story. From now until Stand to Deliver. That's the story.
All right, so motherfucking thanks I get. Everybody got wolf dogs? Yeah. I'm going wolf dogs. So then next up, we got Tom's favorite, Roxanne Perez versus Lara Valkyrie. So
Valkyrie with it.
Women's title. I didn't even know this was a thing. I thought they removed Roxanne Perez from the fucking title picture, but I guess I was wrong.
When they said that she was removed from the title picture,
they should have been removed.
She
lost to Tippy. So
she just earned. Yeah, she couldn't get a title shot as long as Tiff was champ. You know that stipulation be in there, and then she wins some special event. It's going to Roxanne, but I want Valkyrie to win.
All right, so match number 3, big black nigga, who I still don't know who is.
The North American champion?
He keep beating the shit out of Dragon Lee.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going with the big black guy.
Yeah.
Pause.
He won the NXT Breakout Championship. And he cashed in his breakout literally on Dragon Lee and whooped his ass with ease. Got to. It's Black History Month. Mm-hmm. Can't drop your belt in Black History Month. That's rude.
Hey, man. Okay, so then we got Trick Williams versus Dragunov for the NXT World title.
Gotta go drag because Melo's screwing them. Pause.
Then we got 2 extra matches, which I don't know why they're here. I don't like the.
Is it OTM?
Yes.
OTM.
OTM versus the family.
OTM. It's their time.
I don't like them niggas.
Because they niggas?
Nah.
Because that's the only thing about them that they just niggas.
Sometimes as a traditionalist, I'd be like, why don't my tag teams dress alike? I hate that folk come out here in a white beater and some jeans. I really do. I mean,
they're the new Crime Time without the racist name. They from the streets. They got it out the mud.
Hence the name. Yes.
Yeah. And they got Reggie who's sick and tired of everybody looking at him like a joke.
That's Scripps.
It's my boss, Scripps.
I'm only voting for OTM because they kicking it with Jada Parker.
That's a sad reason to be wrong.
Yeah,
but that's a great reason at the same time.
Though.
Can she wrestle?
It don't matter if she can wrestle. Man, all these bad bitches WWE got on TV, and you're right. She is not the ultimate bad.
There's a bunch of bad bitches in the E. Sean is a fucking pervert because I guarantee there's a lot of these bitches are here.
We cannot talk about perverts on the podcast.
Shawn Michaels is trying to keep his nose clean because he probably was doing some wild shit with us too.
But definitely WWE got baddies, natural baddies. Too.
You don't think so?
No, for sure.
It's a lot of people that still got jobs. You be like, what do you know? Yeah. Well, what did you see that just?
Even you hear the stories about Shawn and
Marty
and
Sonny.
Oh yeah, Shawn was doing that type of shit. That I don't know if I could come to work openly knowing that you fucking my wife, girlfriend, whatever, and I can't say nothing to you because you the top guy around here. Boy,
I'll whoop your ass when I can.
His wife was taking it on the chin like a motherfucker.
Taking it on the chin.
And she was a drug mule.
It was egregious work, man.
Like, how you going to Mexico smuggling the pain pills, but
egregious work.
Yeah, you know how she was struggling.
I know, man. She wild. So you got OTM?
Got OTM, fam. I'm here for that match.
I like Tony D'Angelo.
I like them too, bro, but Tony and them can always get back to the belt. It's Black History Month, bro.
I mean, but they Italian, so they black adjacent.
Nah, bro, it's pure black here.
What if these niggas not even black?
They
look like they from an island somewhere.
Yeah.
And they just about as niggas. The niggas we know from an island are niggas. So
then the main event is Joe Gacy versus Dijak. I don't even know where the fuck that came from.
It's like American Badass Taker versus Mick Foley
That's wild.
because it's accurate.
Yeah, because Dijak dressing like the Terminator been fucking me up since he came back to TV.
I think that's a sleeper match. I think we don't expect much from it, but it's gonna give us old takeover vibes.
I'm looking forward to watching the show. It'll probably be on somewhere in the studio.
Because I think honestly, we don't have. I don't think nobody has a reason to care about Gacy right now.
That's because his fucking stable crumbled around him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So he needs. I'm gonna give it to Gacy. I'm gonna give it to him. Because
I like
T-Bar,
I like Joe. Don't
Dijak.
you say he just like the Terminator, right?
Dijak.
T-Bar,
Dijak.
T1000 to be exact.
I feel like Triple H should have gave Retribution another shot.
No.
Nah,
It wasn't that bad.
but do we need it?
No.
You fired half of Retribution.
Right.
It was fucking trash.
But you want it back.
You want
That's
another go?
the WrestleMania was trash.
That's the thing. We don't revive anything that
Triple H
VKM.
might, work it out with these.
We'll just try something new that looks like.
You never know. Triple H might work it out with these niggas.
We'll try something new that looks like Retribution.
So, Doug, I wanted to give you 25 questions, but I couldn't think of 25.
Okay.
But I got a stiff 8. Pause.
Wow,
That's nasty.
JD, you're trying to give it to Doug. That is wild,
That is nasty.
nasty,
word.
bro. I didn't ask for you to come here for this, bro.
Wow.
I mean, he accused me of trying to sell him early,
Well, you just tried to give him a stiff 8. So,
You tried to buy me
all right,
so I could give you a stiff 8.
that's not. And then you gonna validate it?
Yeah, double down.
earlier.
This episode.
He like, I'm not coming.
This episode can't drop.
Damn. The trick don't never come over no more.
Right.
Like, why you and Doug don't do content no more?
It's wild here.
It's wild, man.
It's
They're
wild.
gonna ask me, Tone, what happened with Doug and Juan? He tried to give him the stiff 8.
It's wild.
It's wild after 8. All right. So,
Okay.
Seth Rollins or Cody Rhodes?
Seth Rollins or Cody Rhodes. I'm choosing the two. I'm going Seth Rollins.
Favorite specialty match?
Favorite special TLC.
Did you say Leslie or TLC?
TLC.
Do you want to see Rock versus Roman?
Yes.
I think I'm kind of in agreement with that. Dream match we never got.
Dream match. Sting Taker.
That's dope.
That's actually the only one I could think of.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to see Rock and Ray.
Yeah.
Like back around like that 04, 05 like era.
Yeah.
That could have been something. Rock was still halfway decent in the ring.
Yeah.
He wasn't just fucking fast 10 Rock. He big as a motherfucker now. He got whole brick house.
Terrible.
All right. Rhea Ripley or Bianca Belair?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's Black History Month, man.
Black History Month. I mean, technically, she's not white. She's Australian.
They show dropping tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yep.
All 8 episodes drop at one
Yeah.
time.
And they put that shit on in the morning. I'm smoking a nice little doobie.
Oh, I'm downloading it to the iPad at work.
Top 3 favorite theme songs.
Top 3 favorite theme songs. Just like in general, the ones I love. Like I don't know.
3 theme songs that are your favorite.
Okay.
You can have 10 favorites, but give me 3 out of those.
Top 3. The top 3 of my favorites. The Adam Cole Boom. His new one in AEW.
You know it's all about the
That's
power.
my shit. Seth Rollins and Sting and Becky Lynch.
Do you like Becky Lynch? That's
That's my shit.
I like what you like, man.
interesting. And okay, favorite era of wrestling.
Favorite era. Yeah. My default is always attitude, but actually, I want to say right now, from 2022 on 2021 on now, everything from 2021 to now, post pandemic.
Yo, low key pandemic wrestling wasn't all that bad.
It wasn't
like not having fans was a damper.
It
but
was
some of the
creative.
matches
it was they were able to do a lot, but once we got fans back, it was a different feeling.
But watching Thunderdome wrestle one bad.
Pandemic creativity was through the roof.
Yeah.
It let you know that niggas in the truck really can get funky with it if you let them get out their bag. Because that as bad. Because that, first of all, the visual of the AJ Taker match was actually pretty dope. For a limited mobile Taker.
Oh yeah, the cinematic matches was great.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Like that was.
I mean, just like watching Raw like a week-to-week basis in the Thunderdome with no fans. It was weird, but like, I mean, I guess you kind of got used to it after a while.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. I think my favorite era of wrestling is like, I like the golden era of wrestling. Like, I want to say like between like 92, like 96, when that shit was like real cheesy.
You've been watching too much wrestling with Andy.
But like even like in my spare time, like when I put on wrestling, like after I get hired, I'm just sitting there. That's what I watch.
I watch Another Company.
Like I watch shit from when like nigga the Beverly Brothers was a tag team. Like almost don't even know who the fuck that is.
Jock and Rougeau.
That was not the Beverly Brothers.
Who is Jock?
Jock became the fucking member.
Right.
They were the fabulous
Rougeaus. It's still a bunch of French fucks.
Beverly Brothers weren't French. They was from Shaker Heights, Ohio.
That's even worse because they look like French
which
back.
is really on the fucking map. Didn't know that.
I mean, when I found out that there was an Archball, Ohio.
There's a Milwaukee, Carolina.
Yeah,
Milwaukee, North Carolina.
Yeah. That's right. Milwaukee, Portland too. I think
that's even wild. They sell dog food in Portland and it's legal.
Why is that? Just a
who's your favorite wrestler right now?
My favorite.
I got one for you when he done. Okay, I just brought up a callback.
So dog food?
No.
You too, Tony. You answer this question.
Who's my favorite wrestler right now?
Right now.
Chad motherfucking Gable.
That's the answer.
Yeah. Damn. I'm gonna go with Seth.
Seth?
Yeah.
Him and Gunther. Him, Gunther, and LA Knight.
I can't get behind Knight. It's just I
fuck with it.
LA Knight with me is like early Roman for most people.
I didn't know he was gonna get this popular, but I'm like, I'm gonna like this guy.
I fucked with him. I fucked with Max Dupree.
I like the one he was in NXT.
Eli Drake.
Yeah.
Give me a minute. He'll have a match or two that I'll be like, I fucks with dog
I like
now.
to call my coworkers dummies. Yeah, dummy.
And I think that's probably what I can't get behind. Not the dummy, just that. And
yeah.
Why not?
I don't know, bro.
Weren't you a Daniel Bryan fan?
Sometimes. I was an American Dragon fan.
Yeah.
I was a Bryan Danielson fan.
Oh, so you like the nigga with the eye patch. Okay. I ain't fucking with it.
I like it.
What was your question? So we can let Doug go home. And then we can go home.
Being the fact that Seth is your current favorite wrestler, and up on our introduction to you, a wild hair freak named Jeff Hardy was your favorite wrestler.
Yes.
And you think it's time for Jeff to go home?
I'll answer that for you. Yes.
Yeah,
because
it's painful.
What I was getting ready to say that.
Shit he did when he jumped on Matt back and fell. I was like, I hope this was like a house show and not live TV.
I think it was live TV.
Boy, oh
yeah. I think it's time to call him.
How do you tell your favorite wrestler go home?
I go, don't your knees hurt?
Or just talk to him how Riley was talking to Huey when they was at the courthouse for the R. Kelly trial. Hey, you with the big hair. Shut the fuck up.
No, I only say that.
We don't care.
I asked that question mostly because wrestling is the only job where you can do it till you die.
I don't want to,
because a lot of them have.
I don't want to see Jeff.
But wrestling now is not like wrestling back there where you can get away with it.
But you really can't go because if you're Rikishi ain't gonna never be clear to us.
I agree with you.
You got concussion issues?
No, his knees. He can't do the.
Right, which is why we haven't gotten the moment in the ring yet with him and his kids.
Yeah, dancing.
To dance because they did it already.
Not even the dancing part. I'm just saying, like with this bloodline story and they beefing, your dad's supposed to come through and.
Is it a special referee at WrestleMania?
Can he get down there fast enough?
No, he's just gonna stand in the corner.
Yeah,
his feet like
enforcer. Just be the enforcer.
1, 2, kick out. He kicked out.
I'm just saying. Because there's a lot of old wrestlers that need to go home. Good or bad, they need to go home. Like, Sting is on his go home tour right now, right?
All the niggas that need to go home work for AEW right now.
That's part of the problem with AEW. And you don't have a bunch of old, healthy wrestlers. You just have people who just, under Vince McMahon, didn't get a chance. So you went over here to this company that wants to give you a chance. You say this often, and then you just prove to us the reason why Vince didn't give you a chance.
Some wrestlers are lucky like.
Now there are some rare cases. There's some rare gems. Christian always hits big when he's outside the WWE. You can't miss. Yeah. Swerve Strickland is on fire right now. Some of the best work I've ever seen him do.
Yeah, WWE dropped the ball on that one.
You know what I'm saying? And it's Black History Month, so he's gonna beat Hangman ass, and I'm cool with that.
He been beating Hangman ass for like the last 6 months.
That
whooping dog ass.
Death match they had. I went back and actually watched that shit. That nigga drank his blood.
I don't watch much AEW, but I want to watch that when he wins the title because I know he's gonna get it.
And that's what I'm saying.
He's gonna get the title. He deserves it.
Jericho's hit or miss. He's good, and then there's days where it's like, nigga, you old. Like Edge, we get it. You haven't been able to wrestle for 7 years. You want to come back. You did whatever you did here in the WWE, so you want to go try something different. And you're looking old over there.
And then you go over here and you got paid because your name is Edge. And then you come out here, and I feel like that's not fair to the younger guy. So a guy who may only be 5-6 years in the business, and they understand that this is not my final stop. This is my first stop. My next goal, I want to be in the WWE. Where you came from, I'm trying to get there. But and they would probably think of like, well, if I wrestle a guy like Edge, that should, get my name out here, get a buzz. I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna do my thing. And then you come in this motherfucker looking old and you give me a half-ass match. Like, it's not even that you look old. You didn't even try. Like, you didn't even put your best foot forward. So, like, that's the shit that irritates me. Is like, you got these young guys who want that name. They want to make their name. They want to get famous. They want to do what you've done. And you just, because your name is your name, you come over here and you half-ass it. Yeah. And I don't think that's fair to no talent. Whether you AEW, WWE, New Japan, TNA, anybody. Like, if Dolph Ziggler walk into fucking Impact and he don't give me the same effort he gave me over here in the WWE when he was jobbing every fucking night, I would be upset. Like, you come over here and we booking you to win, and now you half-assing it.
Well, the good thing about Dolph is he is definitely not half-assing it over there in Impact.
No, get that nigga a belt.
I don't even
know who champion right now. Is it still Moose?
Moose just got it.
Don't take the belt because it's Black Israel.
He just got it from Moose, but he's not even going for Moose right now. I think he's going at Jay Alexander. Yeah.
Didn't his brother still wrestle for AEW?
Maybe.
Yeah. I would like to see him and his brother be attacked.
Yeah. That's possible still.
Yeah, but that's my only thing. Like, I'm not trying, because if you pay attention to WWE, with the exception of R-Truth, has really clean house with useless people. I'm not saying R-Truth is useless. I'm just using R-Truth because he's old. Probably one of the oldest people on the roster, but he's still usable.
Now, they just had 2 useless motherfuckers on the roster for fucking a year and a half, 2 years, and we didn't even know it.
That's because we didn't know it. Like, I don't know why AOP was just down there doing
what the
nothing.
Fuck you mean y'all work here but ain't doing nothing?
I was like, I don't know why they wasn't on TV. That I don't know. Maybe their ring skills was actually bad, so he put you back in the performance center. I don't know why they wasn't on air.
Will we ever see Velveteen Dream again?
Ooh, I don't know, man.
No. Too much dirt on his name.
Yeah.
I can fuck with that.
You thinking the Indies ain't gonna give him a chance? Because I seen some bad shit in the Indies, bro. Somebody gonna get that
I
nigga.
feel like the moment he pop up, they're gonna treat him like they did Jericho at the AEW. Like it's just gonna be, and it's not that just. It's just even if he didn't do it, or whatever they saying that he did, even if that's not true, then the internet didn't already put it on your jacket, so that shit gonna follow you no matter where you go.
Already got convicted in the court of appeals.
Yeah, so I can see if they overdo it. And that's sad because I thought Velveteen was fucking hot at the time he was popping.
Yeah,
he was, but like we all said, Vince cleaned house randomly, several times. So he was somebody who just caught a stray.
He should have been down with the get down.
And I guess him and EC3, and then him being frustrated with where he is and the situation at the gym just was.
I think EC3 lying.
Probably is.
I think he full of shit. Now, the only thing I do believe about the Velveteen Dream, I think, like most cases, he probably was a dick. He probably was very rude to people backstage. And not even intentionally. You could rub the wrong motherfucker the wrong way, and you not even knowing it because he working fucking catering. Yeah. But you don't know he done been on the payroll for 30 fucking years. He done told niggas like, hey, that black guy? No, fuck that.
It might not even be rude.
He was mean back here to us who serve him vegetables.
It might not even been mean. Some people just talk direct and get to the point and don't give you all that extra fluff. They don't care about how's the weather outside. They just want to say A, B, C, D, all right, cool, I'm gone. And you don't like that. Yeah, I'm like, you in management, right? You ain't got no choice but to talk direct. Because you give niggas an inch to have a conversation, it's a waste of time.
I had a conversation with HR. That's the longest conversation I ever had in my life. And I didn't even do nothing. Like, it wasn't even about nothing being wrong. It was just, anytime HR be like, can we get the ones in the office? I'll be like, just 5 minutes. It's going to take 35 minutes. We finna be in here talking about shit that don't nobody else care about.
It's HR.
Till I found out that they're reimbursing niggas for doctor visits.
See?
Yeah. I was like, what?
Nice.
Yeah, I need all that back because them doctor visits be costing some cash.
Big facts. Anyway.
But I'd like to thank everybody for coming to hang out with Death Fresh. This was another episode of Between the Ropes.
I like it. It's always a wonderful time coming through. Yeah, I always appreciate the invite.
Next time, hopefully, we get my homeboy Jake exclusive in the building, so we can put this narrative to bed that Tom keeps saying I don't like, dog.
Yeah, we had to do it on a day other than Thursday because they do off podcast. Shout out to Off the Clock podcast.
For the right price, we'll move it around for a day or two.
For the right price, we gonna charge the white boy.
Everybody has a price, bro.
Well, it is Black History Month.
Oh yeah. See, you just perpetuating the fact that it just feeds.
That's not to say that I don't like dog, but it is Black History Month.
Yeah. So we're gonna go up.
Wait, don't Jake got a black baby?
Yeah. Black baby.
I tried to make sure.
I know he do.
Like, he's down. He's down.
We've been said
he's
that.
with it.
You okay?
He can't say the N-word, but he's with it.
I don't think he would want to. That's not in his nature.
Jake cool people though.
I fucks with him. You the one that gave him issue. You the one that got upset because he got a black girlfriend.
I was upset that he was a fucking Jeff Hardy fan. That's what upset me. And he stood on it too. Like,
we told you gotta look at they air and what they like. It makes sense. That would be like them getting upset at me because I'm a Ricky Steamboat fan. They probably have never seen a Ricky Steamboat match other than WrestleMania 3 that they keep throwing in these highlight reels.
Damn, that's crazy. Ricky Steamboat got some giants.
But what I'm saying is, I wouldn't expect for them to see that. So I wouldn't get mad at them about being Jeff Hardy fans when Jeff was hot shit in their
You
era.
in the show?
It's over here. No, because we talking wrestling still. All right, tell everybody bye.
All right, see you guys later. We'll be back next time.